Hi everyone.
Hello
Hi
everyone. Welcome all of you all.
Very good evening to all of you, and we welcome you all to the live session, YouTube live session.
Shifted to January 21st.
Yes, of the JEE Mains 2026. And this event was much awaited because we are bringing in front of you the most authentic questions, and all those students who are having the examination in the upcoming shifts, for them it is a huge opportunity to solve these questions. After this session, we will be releasing the PDF of whatever the questions we got as a memory based questions. And students, you won't believe, we got out of 75 questions, 65 questions in the shift 1 of the session 1 of today's date. See, you have 60 questions to solve. This much idea we are giving you for preparation so that you can bring up good marks, excel, boost your score in the upcoming shifts.
And this shift is exclusively for those who have written the examination and also those who are going to write the upcoming examinations, because you will get an idea about the level of the questions, the depth of the questions, from which chapter it is coming, and moreover it will be a revision for the students who are going to write the coming up days examinations of 22nd, 23rd and 24th. And dear students, most important thing is, sir, every year whatever questions we are giving, 99% questions are as it is. I mean to say memory based. What we are discussing, memory based, they are obviously matching with the authentic JEE Mains examination.
I agree to your point because, sir, these JEE Mains paper setters,
yes,
so they have a fixed mindset.
Yes,
they have to maintain the same level of the questions across all the shifts.
Yes. And sir, sorry to interrupt you. Sri Chaitanya by Infinite Learn, we have conducted approximately 15 GTMs, sir, and chemistry point of view I am speaking. Obviously, I can't speak about your subject.
Yes.
15 GTMs of chemistry have seen the paper shift 1, sir. Approximately 14 to 15 questions are only English change. I would like to say only English change.
So that means we got a lot of questions from our grand test series
15,
of Sri Chaitanya.
Only 15 GTM, 15 questions, sir.
Guys, we will be conducting this grand test series again in the April attempt. So yes, if you have opportunity to join this Sri Chaitanya AITS, please join that.
Yes.
And however, my dear students, sir, because we got some questions.
Yeah, got it. Okay, sir, please immediately you proceed, sir.
So very first thing, sir, and I want to ask you also.
Yeah.
So we forgot to discuss. We are very much excited that we forgot to introduce ourselves. So my name is Akshay Arora and I'm a mathematics teacher. Sir's name is Sarfaraj. He is a chemistry teacher. We both have a experience, good experience. Now, as per your perspective, sir, I need to see the comments also from the students. As per your perspective, how did you find the shift 1 examination today? And I want to tell you, my dear students, sir, this particular side, 21st. So 21st January shift 1 paper, how did you find that? Was it easy? Was it moderate? Was it moderate but lengthy? Difficult and very difficult. So, sir, according to your subject, chemistry, sir, how would you rate our chemistry in the shift 1?
I will not say B or C. I will say between B and C. BC I can say somewhere here. So, my chemistry paper was, I cannot say easy, sir, but my chemistry paper was standard. And 5 to 6 questions were easy, but 10 to 12 questions were standard, means the JEE Mains level. Obviously, so in general speaking, 13 to 14 questions were moderate, I can say. So, approximately 14 questions I can say in chemistry were moderate, and some were lengthy, and 2 or 3 were difficult to very difficult level. So overall I can say, sir, the student who have seriously prepared for JEE Mains examination, at least from past 1 year, at least the student who has joined grade 12 and he or she has become very serious and studied, for them they can score easily 15 to 16, sir. That means they are scoring 60 marks out of 100 marks is very easy for them, sir. But I don't know that how many of you have taken, sir, what happened actually, the students, they take the things very seriously at the last moment only.
Absolutely.
That is the biggest mistake they will do. They should feel that tomorrow only is the examination, and, sir, from the day 1
my
itself.
Student, what they believe that chemistry, they can save the time and they can spend the rest of the time in the mathematics subject. And they sometimes believe that they will be able to attend the chemistry paper in half an hour. And so, sir, do you think that today's examination of the shift 1 can be completed in half an hour?
No, sir, I'm very sorry to say. Today's paper, what happened is, in chemistry, some numericals have come where calculations are required. So obviously, I don't think so that students have solved in 30 minutes. I think minimum time they have taken is 45 minutes to 50 minutes. It's almost they have consumed their entire chemistry time. Maybe this has slightly affected physics or slightly affected maths or vice versa.
So do you think
each other.
Do you think that still we will be able to get 300 out of 300 from some of the toppers in this shift?
From Sri Chaitanya and Infinity Learn, there are chances, sir.
All right.
But we cannot say because coming up shift how they will come, and some of our because only handful of our students have written the examination today. Remaining shifts are still available.
Absolutely.
So overall, once we complete all the examination, we can 100% say that some of the other students we will get the topper for sure. So there is a chance, and from Infinity Learn also, sir, this time guaranteedly we are going to get very beautiful results. There is no doubt in that, and that also we will flash on YouTube when the results are declared.
Great,
and
sir.
Please save my statement here. This statement I will crop it and I will show you when our results are declared.
Thank you so much. So best wishes to all our students who are the part of this live session. Sir, I want you to on the comment. We are not able to see the comments by the students. And guys, we will start the paper discussion now.
We'll start mathematics.
Yeah, we are starting with the mathematics. We got few questions.
Okay.
And
so
sir,
immediately we'll start, sir. Then what I'll do, I will just find out my chemistry questions.
Yes.
So once you end your max, immediately I'll bring. So dear students, I'll be back in sometime once your max sir completes the paper discussions of mathematics. I'll come back with chemistry also, and physics sir is also waiting. Anirudh Roy sir.
Yes.
So obviously, so dear students, I'll be back in some minutes. Have a nice day, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, again, I'm not able to see the comments of the students, sir. Please make visible to me. Yeah, so I hope, bacho, your paper went well. And if you are still waiting for your date of the JEE Main session, so bache, this is a huge opportunity for all of you who have not appeared for the JEE Mains. Bache, just see the questions that we are sharing in front of you and have a wisdom from that. Have a quality questions, authenticated questions, and prepare your studies accordingly. Plan your studies accordingly. So just a quick review that I am giving you. How was the paper in the shift 2? This is a shift 2 analysis that I am giving you. In the physics, moderate to difficult. Chemistry, moderate. Maths, moderate. Maths, I can find that almost 7 to 8 or 9 questions were there, which were considered to be a lengthy question, guys. In the lengthy questions, I mean to say it is taking about 4 to 5 minutes in solving that question. So if a question is taking 4 to 5 minutes in solving it, that means it will be covered in the category of moderate to lengthy questions. Okay. Next, I want to tell you, students, if I ask, we took the survey standing outside the center. I also want to tell you our team is really working hard. They're standing outside the center, asking and taking the survey from the student, taking the feedback from the student, and how the paper went actually is being taken a right feedback taken from the students coming outside the center. So, bache, we asked few students, and this is the review that we got from the math paper. Some of them, 5 students, they said easy. 4 students, they said moderate. 3 said moderate but lengthy. 2 students, difficult, very difficult said by 1. However, it's like it was a very small sample size, very small sample size. So that's why this type of a survey we got. If I tell you about the criteria, bache, 40% of the question in the shift 2 was moderate, 20% it was difficult, and 40% was easy questions. Namaste, sir. I attempt 44 questions, shift 2. Beta, I haven't seen all the questions right now. Once I see all the questions, then I will be, our team is really working hard. They are actually sending us the questions on the WhatsApp, and as when the question comes up, we are displaying over the screen. So as when the complete set of the question comes up, then I will be able to give you the final analysis. So at the last of today's session, we will be giving you a final analysis that how was the shift 2 of the JEE Main session of 21st of January. All right, so let's begin. But this is somewhat the marks distribution. You can follow this marks distribution. It will total aggregate to 100%. And you can also see that matrix and determinants are considered to be quite important because they have a huge percentage of marks in that. Continuity, differentiability limits, definite integration, differential equation. Yeah, so these are very important topics. Physics paper, we took the survey from the students of the physics about this physics paper also, and they said the same thing about the physics paper. However, you can see that physics also difficult section was 17% moderate, 33% easy, 50%. And these are chapter wise marks distribution. This entire PDF we will post on the Telegram group. Guys, are you there in our Telegram groups? We have a link. Sir, please share the link of the Telegram group also with the students so that they can join the Telegram group. And in the Telegram group, we will be sharing all the shifts papers, the question papers along with the answer key. We will sharing it with you so that you can prepare for your JEE Mains attempt. Not only for the January, but you can also plan your preparation for the April attempt also right now, today itself. All those who have given the examination today, guys, can you please tell me the feedback that how your paper went? And let's come to the next part, chemistry section. Chemistry section, 33% moderate. Every time the easy portion is huge in chemistry. Right now, today, we can see that there is less percentage of the question in easy. However, a major chunk of the question was there in moderate. Sir also said, Sarfaraj sir said, chemistry sir said that over here, we are not able to complete the paper in 30 minutes. It may take, the toppers also may take 40 minutes or 45 minutes even to complete the chemistry paper. So, bache, whenever you plan for the math, you always assume that we will be able to cover up chemistry in 30 minutes and the remaining time we will be giving to math portion. So now it is going somewhere difficult for the students to complete the paper in 30 minutes of chemistry. And yeah, although the math portion is equally tough, so the amount of the time given to the question in math also, they are actually more. So you will be able to find the time complexity, time limitations. So you have to become choosy while choosing the question. The question that you know, just hit them first. And if you have a notion in your brain that this question may take my 7 to 8 minutes or 5 minutes even, then leave it for the first round. You can attempt it. You can come back to that question if you have the time in the second round, so that all the easy question of the paper can be attempted in the first round. This is a strategy that I want to share you. So guys, coming up to the first question, welcome you all. Just give me a thumbs up. Just give me a thumbs up if you are here in the chat section and you are able to hear me clearly, you are able to see my video. And this is the first question, guys. Please like the video. We as a team of Infinity Learn and Sri Chaitanya, we are immensely working hard for you so as to bring 100% authenticated questions for you. Just give me a thumbs up. And all those students who are searching for the PDF, just join the Telegram group. On the Telegram group, after every shift, we will be sharing you the PDF of the questions as well as the answer key across all the shifts, not only for today's shift, across all the shifts. Thank you for all the heart and all the praises that you're giving to us on the YouTube. Thank you so much. Please share this session. Please copy the link of this session on your WhatsApp and as many share possible. That will be really motivation for our team, because the maximum you share, the maximum benefit the student will be able to get. And as a teacher, we think that this is the maximum amount of efforts is getting into a huge success. If a teacher pays attention to the student also required to pay attention to the teacher. So let's begin with the session, guys. Sir, I was late by 3 minutes. No problem, no problem. All right, so let's begin. So here is the first question, my dear students, in front of you. In this particular question, guys, here these are the derivatives. These are the derivatives. So what you can do, bache, you can assume this differentiation as A, this differentiation as B, this differentiation as C. So I'm writing in the right hand side of the board. So A value is f-1 because this is a constant. B value is f-2, this is also a constant. And C value is f-3 because this is also a constant. So my function fx is equals to x cube is given, bache. Then we have ax square. Then we have b into 2x. So 2bx I am writing in front of you. And then, my dear students, we have c along with that. Are you able to understand this? Now, bache, the first step that I will be performing here is f-x. F-x is equals to beta 3x square. Then I will have 2ax. Then I will have 2b. I hope you all are able to understand. For f dash, bache, they have substituted the value of x as 1. So I will substitute the value of x as 1. If I substitute the value of x as 1, I will have f-1. And what is the f-1 that we are getting? Here it is 3, then here it is 2a, and here it is 2b. This is the value of f-1 we got. But say f-1 is actually equal to a that we assumed initially. So, bache, I will be taking this a to this side. I got 3, then I got a, then I got 2b, and is equals to 0. Bache, this is my first equation. Are you all able to understand? Give me a thumbs up if you understood this. Next, bache, we will be again differentiating this. So, f-dash. F-dash value is 6x plus 2a. Now, bache, I will be placing the value of x as 2. So, here I will substitute x value 2. Then, my dear students, here I will be able to get f-dash 2. And here, bache, I will have 12 plus 2a. F-dash 2, bache, I have assumed as the value b. So, I am writing here b. Is that clear? We got the second equation. So, bache, we got a first relationship between a and b. We got the second relationship also in a and b. Is that clear to everyone? Now, bache, we will be solving these two relationships to get the value of a and b. How will I be able to solve it? I can use the substitution method or I can use the elimination method, whichever seems to best to you, you can use that method. So already the B value is written in front of me, I will substitute here. So 3 plus A, then plus 2 times B I am writing, 2 times B. So that will be 12 plus 2A, all right? And that is equals to 0. So 3 plus A plus 24 plus 4A is equals to 0. But 5A value we got here as minus 27. If I commit any error in the calculation, please let me know, guys. Is that clear to you? Are you all able to understand how we got the value of A? Now, once I got the value of A, the B value is 12 plus 2A. So over here, my dear students, if I substitute over here 2A, so that will become minus 54 by 5. 12 5s are 60, 60 minus 54, it will become 6 over 5. So B value we got 6 over 5. But I want to redifferentiate this function. I will be able to get f triple dash x. F triple dash x value, it will become 6. If you substitute the value of x as 3, then you will have f triple dash 3. F triple dash 3, it will be 6. Are you all able to understand? F triple dash 3 will be equals to 6. Now, beta, f triple dash 3 is assumed as C. So we got the value of C as 6. Is that clear? Are you all able to understand? We got A, we got B, we got C. We have to substitute A, B, C over here. Is that clear, everyone? We have to substitute over here A, B, C value. The same question came in the Sri Chaitanya Infinity Learn test series. If you were not the part of that test series, you have missed this question. Please, please join next time. In the next attempt, please join All India test series of Sri Chaitanya. That is really very important. We will provide you the link also for the test series if you want to purchase it or you want to join it. All right. So now you have to substitute the value of x, fx over here, and fx value over here is x cube. Then it will be ax square. Ax square means 27 by 5 into x square. And then it will be 2bx. B beta, it will be here 6 by 5. So 2b means 12 by 5. So here it will become 12 by 5, 2bx. And then it will be c. Beta c value is 6. So over here I am writing 6. Is that clear? What are they asking? They are asking f dash 5. That means here I have to substitute in f dash x value 5. In this function I have to substitute x value 5. Or you can again differentiate, you can write here 3x square plus 2ax and then beta plus 2b. Or over here you already know the value of this, no? So I am not writing a and b over here. So I am writing in terms of this only. So I will be writing here minus 54 by 5 into x. And over here I will be writing 12 by 5 into x. I did the differentiation over here. Yeah. So 12 by 5, there is no requirement of writing x because only 12 by 5 is enough. Okay. I hope you all are able to understand up till here. Now, since we got the value of f dash as this function, this is beta f dash x. So they are asking you to substitute x value 5. If you substitute x value 5, you will be able to get the answer. You can check it by substituting x value 5. Which option does it matching with? 3 into 25 minus 54 and then plus 12 by 5. So in this way, you will be able to get the final answer. So what is the answer that you got from here? What is the answer? Tell me. All right. Now, once you are able to understand, okay, some of the students, they said that, sir, please move fast. So yes, for this question, we'll be moving fast. Don't worry. So beta, this particular question, if one end of the focal chord of the parabola is this one, focal chord, do you know? The chord which passes through the focus is focal chord. Y square equals to 16x and one end is given to you 16 comma 16. But here a value is 4. So if you write the coordinate in the form of 80 square comma 280, so it will become 4t square comma 80. But 80 value they have given to you 16. So the value of t here at this particular point will be 2. All right. Now the focal chord is that chord which passes through the focus. Let's say S is a focus. So a comma 0, that means 4 comma 0 is focus. This particular point P is given to you, Q point you will be able to get with the help of this a by t square comma minus 2a by t. But t value you already know that is equals to 2. If you substitute the value of a as 4 and the value of t as 2, so you will be able to get 1. And here also if you substitute a as 4 So minus 8 over 2. So minus 4. 1 comma minus 4, you will have a coordinate from here. Is that clear? Now, since you have P and Q as a coordinate, they are asking you to apply the section formula. And what section formula? That P is dividing, I have to consider this point as P dash. So P is dividing the focal chord internally in the ratio 5:2. So let's say this is 5, this is 2, and then you will be able to get alpha and beta. Finally, you have to add alpha and beta. Just normal section formula you have to apply here, and you will be able to get the exact coordinate, and then just you have to add alpha plus beta. Are you all able to understand? Very easy question. Let's move ahead to the next one. Next question, the largest value n belonging to the natural number, where it is being said that 7 raised to the power n divides 101 factorial. The question may seem to you very, very difficult for you. Sir, how will I be able to solve 101 factorial? But there is a quite simple technique over here. Bache, 101 factorial will have 2 raised to the power something, 3 raised to the power something, 5 raised to the power something, even it will have 7 raised to the power something, and all the prime numbers raised to the power something. They're asking that what is the power on 7? What is the power on 7? So how will I be able to handle this? Yes, sir. May I continue? All right. So what we need to do, bache, over here, 101 divided by 7, greatest integer function. 101 divided by 7 square, greatest integer function. And if you do 101 divided by 7 cube, so bache, this will become 0. So there is no requirement of doing that. Now 101 divided by 7, think about it. So bache, 12 into 7 if you do, so that will be a number which is 84, which is less than 101. But if you do 13 into 7 beta, so that will be giving you the result 91. If you do 14 into 7 bache, 14 into 7, so that will be actually equals to 98. Are you able to understand? So this result beta, here I am getting 14. This result here I am getting 14. And over here 49, 101 divided by 49. So that will be nearly 2 point something, because 49 into 2, that is 98. Near to 98 it is. So it is 2 point something. So greatest integer function will give us a value 2. So that is how you'll be able to get the answer to this question. Now Anirudh sir is there in front of us with a physics question. And I hope you all are very excited with the physics questions also. And we'll coming back with the math question again. Sir, welcome to the session. Sir, how did you feel that the session today, shift 2 is, as per the physics question that we got?
So sir, so far from what the questions I've seen in physics, it is not tough. So far the questions we have gone has been fairly easy. But I think in the chat, the students can tell me, those who have given, like, how was the paper, what was the difficulty level. In the morning shift, sir, there were a few more moderate level questions.
Yes.
So far I have not seen.
All
we
right.
have about a few questions that have come in 7-8 questions. I've not seen very tough, quite formula based, quite basic, sir.
All right.
But let's hear it in the chat then.
Yes, sir. So please continue, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, welcome everyone. Let's see it in the chat. Those who gave the exam today in the second shift, how did you feel about the paper? Let's see, was it easy? Was it moderate? Was it a little difficult? Because we have got a few questions so far. Based on that, I can tell it's not very difficult. It's fairly easy. There has been a question on potentiometer that some of my students have sent me, which you do not need the concept of a potentiometer to solve. It just says potentiometer. So let's get started with our physics questions. Before that, to all of you, those who have given the exam and those who are about to give the exam in the coming days, obviously you have an idea about what score you're doing. We are doing these paper discussions so that you have an idea about what kind of score you will get before the official result comes out. And based on that, you want to know what is the college that I would get. So Infinity Learn here provides you a paper predictor tool, rank predictor, college predictor tool, where you can put in your score, your shift, and based on that, it will give you the prediction about which college you could get in through that score that you have got. Keep in mind, generally this you get to know all the way in July, all the way in August about which college you would get. But here we are offering this this is all based on data over the past few years. So it's not just about your rank, but about which college you can go to based on your location and all of those things. So the link would be down in the description, whether you have given the exam now or you're going to give it in the coming days. Please go out there, check that out. It would really put you at ease. It will give you a certainty about where you stand. Okay? Physics was, hello Vyom, hello, welcome. Easy, it was very, very easy. Yes, yes, Vyom. Chemistry questions also direct, because morning shift that we had, there were like few, 2-3 questions that were a little tricky. But let's get started with the questions. First one, a battery with an EMF E, internal resistance of small r. Internal resistance of small r is connected across a resistance of capital R. The power consumption will be maximum in which case? Basic maximum power theorem. Maximum power theorem says that the maximum power consumption happens when the external resistance becomes equal to the internal resistance. I mean, it's right there, straight formula base. It should be solved in like 30 seconds, just like that. Okay, math was lengthy. 50 questions, good, good. 50 questions is good. That's still a score of 200. You're going for it, 50 to 55. Good. Yes, it is option A. Let's see it in the chat. Everyone got option A? And please, those who also gave the paper, please tell me if you had this question in the exam. Hello, Sanatani. Yes, Vyom, I know you. You're our student. How was your exam? Chalo, let's go for the next one. This one says, keeping the significant figures in view, sum of the physical quantities 5.01, 153.2 and 0.123 meters is what? Now over here, first and foremost, I'll not even invest time into trying to add them. I know I'm looking for the significant figures, but at the end of the day, this talks about an addition. In addition, my focus is not the significant figures, my focus is the decimal numbers. How many decimal numbers are there in the entire setup? Now all of them are literally the same, so I don't even have to add them. I just have to check for the decimal numbers. You see, this has 3 decimal numbers, this has 2 decimal numbers, this has 1 decimal number. So I know my final answer should have only 1 decimal number among all of them. That applies to option A. It's option A, retired. It's not C. It's going to be option A. Not that your significant figures are counted if you are going for multiplications or divisions. Addition, subtraction, all that matters is the number of decimal points. Okay? Good, good, good. All of you who got A, is that clear? So we'll move to our next question then. We'll keep going fast because we have lots of questions coming in. So stay tuned. We'll get most of the questions in, especially if you are in the future shifts. A lot of questions get repeated. So it's very, very important that you attend and go through all of these questions. This says energy of an electron on the Bohr's orbit is 4 epsilon naught electron volts, where epsilon naught is the ground state energy. If L is the angular momentum of the electron in this orbit and h is the Planck's constant, then 2 pi L divided by h is what? So you see my energy is given. At that point, I just want to find out what is the principal quantum number, what is the orbit that I'm talking about. This is the ground state energy. This is basically the ground state energy over here, correct? So we know that, I think this question, were the values a little off here? Were the values a little off? Because from based on this, you know that the energy at any level is equal to, if the ground state energy is, let's say 13.6 generally, it's epsilon naught divided by n square. It's divided by n square. So I'm a little certain. Was it, I got 2 different, I think it's 0.04. I think it was 0.04. Was it 0.04? It was 0.04? Okay, okay. So if it is 0, so this is 0.04 times epsilon naught. That's epsilon naught. That's the ground state energy divided by n square. Take this out. Put this with 100. That goes with a 25. So n then is equal to 5. Now, what use is this n? You see, they are talking about angular momentum. Now, Bohr's quantization condition says that angular momentum is equal to nh over 2 pi. We are looking for 2 pi over h. So cross multiply the 2 pi. You have a 2 pi L over an h. That is equal to just the n. N value 5. We have our answer, option A. It's not C, it's not C. It's option A. It's option A. Screen is not coming clear. Just once refresh on your end. So students, remember, we are going to be having these paper discussion every single day of JEE. Even if you have already given the exam, you have an April shift coming up. So please attend every single day, stay subscribed, because going forward on this channel, we'll be having free JEE advanced classes as well as revision for your second attempt. There'll be advanced classes by all the faculties over here. So stay subscribed, stay tuned, turn on the notifications so that you don't miss the sessions that are coming in the coming days as well. Okay, let's move to our next question. And please like this video. We have an entire team who's working really hard to collect these questions. Immediately go to the center, they're collecting these questions. So let's have a like for that entire team. Let's have a like for all the students they have volunteered to give in these questions for you. Road C, okay. Okay, I don't have the options. Maybe in your paper the options might have been a little up and down different. Okay, let's go for the next one. It says the total length of a potentiometer wire is, I think 50 meters. This was 50 meters, if I'm not mistaken. 50 meters or 50 centimeters, if I'm not mistaken. P is the point where the galvanometer shows 0 reading. Now, I know many students would get thrown off that, oh my God, this is potentiometer. Did they give a topic that is out of syllabus? No, they have not given a topic out of syllabus. Just because they use that term doesn't mean it's out of syllabus. Look at this setup. In the setup, at the end of the day, this wire has some resistance. So if you have connected it and the galvanometer is showing you no current flowing through it, that means this setup, this part here acts as a balanced Wheatstone bridge. So let's just assume that this length here, let's assume this length here has R1, this length has R2, correct? Then I know 6 by R1 will be equal to 4 over R2. So that means R2 by R1, this is like goes with a 3, this goes with a 2. So R2 by R1 will be equal to a 2 by 3. Now each of these resistances, it has a uniform linear resistivity, right? So let's pick that this distance is L1, this distance is then 50 minus L1, right? My bad. 50 minus, I do not even call it L1, 50 minus L over here. So I know R1 by R2, resistance is proportional to that length. So R1 by R2 would just be L divided by 50 minus L. Take it, plug it in here. What do we get? We get 50 minus L, because it is R2 by R1. Did I do everything correct? Yes, it's R2 by R1. So 50 minus L divided by L, that's a 2 by 3. I mean, if you want to solve, you solve over here. I think the options match here. Basically cross multiply. 2L is equal to 150 minus 3L. So bring the 3L over here. You have a 5L, that's a 150. So L then is equal to 30. That's our answer. Okay. What? 20, not 20, Chiranjeevi. I think it would come to 30 if at least my data is correct. Is my data correct, students? Tell me in the chat. Those who gave the exam, is the data correct? Got 30? It's 30? All right. Chalo, good. Let's move on. Okay. This one says the RMS speed of oxygen molecules at 47 degrees Celsius is equal to the hydrogen molecules kept at what temperature? Mass of oxygen 32, mass of hydrogen is 2. Mass of 32 and 2. So let's solve about how we can go about this. See, 27 degrees Celsius, there's no point keeping it in degrees Celsius. I have to take it to Kelvin. In VRMS 3 at root over 3 RT by M, the temperature has to be in kelvins. So 47 degrees Celsius is basically 320 Kelvin. So the only thing different over here is the temperature and the masses. I know VRMS is root over of 3 RT divided by the molar mass. So speed of oxygen is equal to the speed of hydrogen it's given. So in case of speed of oxygen, that's a 3R times oxygen is at a temperature of 320. Molar mass of oxygen is provided as 32. We plug that in. That's equal to root over of 3R times the temperature is what we are trying to find. Let's keep it as T, divided by the molar mass is 2 for hydrogen. Put it in, take the 3, this out. This I can remove the squares, put it with a 10. Square both sides. I get a 10 is equal to T divided by 2, cross multiply. Your temperature is 20, but please keep in mind it is 20 Kelvin. This is 20 Kelvin. 20 Kelvin means minus 253 degrees Celsius. The answer you need in degrees Celsius. Anyone made a silly mistake here? I feel like this is one of those questions where there's a possibility for a silly mistake. You'd either miss there or you would miss out because there's an option over here. Everyone got it correct? Everyone got it correct? Come on, let's see some activity in the chat, students. Not 20, not 20. You get 20 here, that's true, but that's in Kelvin. Answer asks for in Celsius. So it goes to option B. Yes. Correct, retired. All right, let's move to our next question. I think we have the next setup coming in. So once again, to all of those who are joining us right now, we are doing the paper discussion for every single shift, every single day, and based on that, you have an idea about what your scores would be. You can use Infinity Learn's college predictor tool to put that score in, put your shift in, and you'll get an idea not just of your rank, but also what colleges are possible for that rank, so that you don't live in uncertainty till the time final results, counseling, and all of that. You get an idea where you stand and make your goal for April attempt accordingly. So we'll be having, I missed one question. Did I miss one question? Oh, okay. We missed one question over here. Chalo, this is simple. It says kinetic energy of a simple harmonic oscillator with an angular frequency of 176 radians per second. The frequency of the oscillator is how much? So this you know that energy oscillates at double the frequency of the actual oscillation. Where does that come from? Okay, thank you for pointing out. Yes, I did miss this one slide. That's because kinetic energy is half m omega square into, let's just say the oscillation was x is equal to a sine of omega t. Then the v would be equal to a omega cos of omega t, which means this goes to omega square a square cos square omega t. Now you might think, oh, I have an omega, it's same as here. But cos square omega t is still not in that form. I can expand it out. I can write it as 1 by 2, keep an extra 2 here, m omega square a square. That's a 2 cos square omega t. 2 cos square omega t can be written as a 1 plus cos 2 omega t. Now you see the angular frequency is double. So kinetic energy or potential energy for that matter will have double the frequency as compared to the original SHM. So if the kinetic energy had a frequency 176, actual SHM will have half of that frequency, that is 88. Got it? This I just derived quickly because even though we covered this in our classes and most students know, I know some students might not be aware of this. So that is why I just derived it out there quickly. So I think I've covered. We'll be bringing more questions in. We'll be bringing more of these questions in. By the way, you can join our Telegram channel where all of these details, all of these papers are provided. And stay subscribed, turn on the notifications so that you don't miss out on anything. I think we'll move into the chemistry section now. Sarfraz sir is here with the chemistry section. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How has the chemistry paper been, sir?
Chemistry paper, sir, as we have discussed, chemistry paper has come standard. 11 to 12 questions, somewhere between 12 to 14 questions were from our Sri Chaitanya Infinity Learn GTMs.
Oh, nice.
Roughly I can tell from some GTMs 2 to 3 questions have come. Only like some grammar have changed or some data has changed or slight changes have come.
Yeah.
Okay. So the papers, so those who have attended our GTMs regularly, they have obviously have done very good performances they have done. And another thing is that, sir, as there is a myth that chemistry, if we solve very fast, then we can save time and we can invest in physics and mathematics. I think that myth has been broken this time because even some questions in chemistry have come calculation based. Then obviously students have invested more time here. So just sorry to the students, but some students who spoke with me, whom I know, those are any one subject at a given time, they have not got sufficient time as desired by them.
So it was a lengthy paper.
Yeah, lengthy we can say overall. So as maths and physics, I am not aware because it's not my subject. But one thing is for sure that many students reported at any given time, one subject they felt that Time was not sufficient for them.
Yeah.
So that I felt. What is your feedback? Physics?
Physics, sir, so far has been pretty easy.
Oh.
It has been easy. Like in the morning shift, there were still a few tricky questions, but this so far we have not had any. It's majorly formula based, and like you said, lot of these questions are as that they came in our GTMs. So we have that common in physics as well, sir.
Okay, sir, no problem. I'll continue with my
sure, sir. Thank
physics.
you, sir, so much, sir.
Thank you. So, dear students, let's continue with the paper discussion. So, dear students, as we have discussed that chemistry, now coming to the chemistry questions, the first memory based chemistry question, you can see that 1 gram, see those who are my students in live recording, I am telling you, those who are my students, with full challenge I am telling to everybody in live recording all over the country, I am telling you, in revision program of Infinite Learn by Sri Chaitanya, such model problems have been discussed. So those who are my students here, you can comment and tell that my statement is true or false. So now let us come to the question. So he is saying that weight of the organic compound is 1 gram, correct? And the compound produces this much amount of magnesium phosphate, pyrophosphate. So here the reference you have to take first, am I right? So here you can see the reference is Mg2P2O7 is having 2 phosphorus, correct, dear students? That means if you see this is 222 grams. So 222 grams molecular weight of it, it is equal to what? 62 grams of this. This is the reference. This is the main reference. Now with respect to the reference, how many did it produce? 1.49 gram is it has produced. So it will have x gram of your phosphorus. So what is x? No need to tell you. X if you find, okay, so it is 1.49 into 62 upon 22. 222, sorry, I said 22 by mistake, 222. So once you get it, then what is the percentage of phosphorus? So percentage of phosphorus is x divided by weight of organic compound 1 into 100. Don't say x by 1 is x, because this x will come in decimals, it will come. I think approximately the percentage is 45, approx 46. You can just check it and solve it down. Okay, dear students. Now, next, nucleophilicity order. The next question has appeared on nucleophilicity. In very cheap, local, simple language, what is nucleophilicity? Nucleophilicity means, simple statement is ability to donate or share the electrons. Simple, in very cheap and local manner, ability to share or donate the electrons. So by that manner, all are oxygens. So obviously electronegativity will not come into the picture. So then you have to go for acidity. So if you remember, my dear students, acidity order. So we know that among this, acetic acid is strong acid, correct? Then comes phenol, then comes water. Am I right? Now coming to HClO4, it is very strong inorganic acid. So hence it will come here HClO4. Now its conjugate base if you see, then ClO4 minus will be weaker than CH3COO minus will be weaker than the phenoxide, which is weaker than the hydroxide. So very simple question. Exactly speaking, I don't know what has come in the option. But if this is the option, if this is the question, then obviously this should be the respective desired answer. So if any language change has occurred, then right, no issue. Next, match the following and loudly shout. I am shouting in the class in live section of Infinity Learn here. This model questions also appeared in our GTMs. Okay, in GTMs. Sir, I cannot just see the. Please, everyone, please reply. Is it clear, everyone? Clear? Is everything fine? Right. Now, moving ahead, hydrogen, palladium, barium sulfate. So everybody know this is Rosenman reduction where acyl halides are converted into aldehydes, correct? Tin HCl where cyanides are converted into aldehydes, right? chromyl chloride where etard reaction, this is converted to, again this is also converted to benzaldehyde. This is Gattermann-Koch reaction where benzene is converted into benzaldehyde. So very simple statement. Okay dear students, so here A will be Rosenman reduction, this is 2. Tin HCl, that is Stephen, this is 4. Chromyl chloride, etard reaction. Carbon monoxide HCl, Gattermann-Koch reaction. Okay dear students, so very simple, very good question. Next question is statement based. So the correct order of radius of aluminium, magnesium, okay, some order he has given. So first we have to find that order is correct or not. There only we will get the answer. So everybody who is watching me, you better know than me that when you move from left hand side to right hand side, when you move left hand side to right hand side, broadly speaking, generally speaking, the atomic radius decreases, correct? Atomic radius decreases. Hence, aluminium, if imagine hypothetically, this is aluminium and imagine this is magnesium. Then, aluminium greater than magnesium. Sorry, magnesium greater, aluminium greater. Okay, here is saying aluminium greater. So obviously this statement goes wrong then. Here this word will go wrong. Magnesium plus 2 greater than aluminium. Right. So whenever you know aluminium plus 3 is smaller than Mg plus 2. So here half statement is correct and half is wrong. It comes into a error question. Next, atomic size always depends upon electronegativity. No, atomic size depends upon charge. Okay, it depends upon protons present in the nucleus. It depends upon effective nuclear charge. It depends upon nature of the ion. It depends upon electronegativity. There are many factors on which, okay, the atomic radius depends. Hence, okay, the second statement is only partially correct. Okay, dear students. Now moving to our next question. This question, everyone, is this question the same? Is this the question same? Please, anybody reply to me. Is this the same question, sir? I cannot see the chat. Can you please pull it down? Scroll it down. Okay, right. Now, anybody, what is the answer of this? So, was this the same question? Okay, Divya, Aditya, tell me. So, if this is the same question, then I will tell you what is the answer of it. The following the 4 molecules are given. One is optically active here. So, indirectly optically active means he is talking about which carbon? He is talking about chiral carbon. He is talking about chiral carbon he is talking. Am I right? So, N-propyl chloride, if you see, it does not have chiral carbon out of the game. Also, isopropyl chloride does not have any chiral carbon out of the game. Isobutyl chloride also do not have any chiral carbon. S-butyl chloride. So, S-butyl chloride have chiral carbon. So, answer is this one. But the question is, find the percentage of carbon in that. Screen is not clear. So, dear students, screen is clear only. Maybe you can log out and log in, maybe some network issue you are facing. Right. So, everyone can see this compound if you want to find percentage of carbon. So, it is C4H9Cl. So, if you want to find the percentage of carbon, then you should know the molecular weight of this. So, the percentage of carbon is equal to, how much is carbon? 4 into 12 divided by the molecular weight of it. So, what is the molecular weight of it? 4 into 12 plus 9 plus 35.5 into 100. You will get the percentage of carbon in the chiral compound. Okay, very good. So, 56 Tina Chaudhary is telling. Okay, Sohola is still right. Next. Okay. Okay, so our organic question, chemistry questions are over. So, more questions are awaiting in pipeline. So, I think our next question came is, I think this is mathematics questions which are appearing. So, don't take tension. So, dear students, I would like to inform all the students that, so we are having a rank predictor as said by our teacher. Please download the rank predictor based upon your gender, caste, region, okay, local, non-local, marks, everything details you please filter, and you can get your marks, okay. And we are also having a Telegram, okay, links in the link description, you can find the links, whatever required is available, okay. They'll give you all the updates, you can predict your rank, please put your details and you can find it. So now, okay, so now dear students, we'll wait for our mathematics teacher, sir is coming. And meanwhile dear students, I would like to tell you, anybody please tell me, how did you feel your paper has come? How did you write your examination? Till Max sir comes, I'm waiting for your Max sir. Till your Max sir comes, tell me, how was your session? How was your session? Did you write properly? 56 hoga, okay, 56, you can just calculate it, it's not at all a problem. And now dear students, I welcome our mathematics teacher, your mathematics teacher, Bharat sir. Okay, hello Bharat sir, welcome.
Hi sir,
So
hi,
everybody
how are you?
is familiar with Bharat sir.
Yeah,
He's our mathematics JEE faculty.
Yeah.
So Bharat sir, how was your mathematics sir? I was curious to know, how was your subject?
Just like as usual sir, math is always curious. So the paper is really interesting. Yeah. So guys, where are the numbers? Cheer up, everyone. Say hi, everyone.
Say hi or say hi. Tell 2 times, not
Where
a
is
problem.
the energy?
So sir, one thing is there, always chemistry is targeted by saying that chemistry is easy, put time in maths and physics.
Yes,
but
sir.
this time chemistry was not like that, sir.
Okay.
Chemistry also was like standard and calculation based it was. So obviously students have invested a
Yeah.
good amount of time there also.
Yes sir.
So sir, please you continue with your mathematics.
Yeah,
I'll be
sure,
back.
sir. Thank you sir,
I'll be
thank you
back
very
with
much.
Your chemistry questions.
Yeah, thank you sir. So dear students, math, hi Pushpraj, hello everyone. Yeah dear students, math paper as usual, we've expected already, math paper will be sometimes lengthy and all, it is. Yeah. So we can say math as expected, the standard questions, standard models, of course little bit of calculation is added, but हिंदी में बोलना है. अरे भैया मेरा इंग्लिश तो बहुत सिंपल इंग्लिश है, आप समझ सकते हैं. चलो इंग्लिश में कर लेते हैं. रेडी बच्चों? या. So you see this one, a parabola question, a simple question, calculation based. Y square is equal to 12x with the parabola with the vertex at origin. Let P be a point on the parabola. For this, what you need is elementary parabola. Parabola concepts. Suppose you take this parabola y square is equal to 4x. O is the origin, which is the vertex, say 0, 0. Now, let P be a point on the parabola and A be a point on x-axis. Let us choose A, B, say some alpha, 0. Fine. And another point, you have to take the point P here, general point, 80 square, 280. Here A is going to be 3. So 3t square, 280. 60 is the point. And he said that angle OPA is 90 degrees. So this angle OPA is 90 degrees and angle P. Obviously what you need to apply is 90 degrees. Product of the slopes must be -1. Just apply what is slope of AP. 60 minus 0 by 3t square minus alpha is the slope of this. Whereas PO slope is 60 by 3t square, which is 2 by t. This product must be -1 and hence you will get 12t is equal to, you can say here t can be cancelled so that you can say 12 is equal to, I can say here, right, alpha minus 3t square, and hence you can say alpha is 12 plus, 3t square, alpha terms you can write. Now what you need to find is, guys, you have to find the locus of centroid of the triangle. So yeah, so centroid of the triangle is nothing but 3t square plus 0 plus alpha by 3. 3t square plus alpha by 3 is x coordinate and y coordinate is 60 by 3, which becomes 2t. So you have to find its locus. Let this be x and this is y, so that you will get 3t square plus alpha is nothing but 3x, whereas y is equal to 2t. From this you try to eliminate t, boys. So alpha you can also write 12 plus 3t square, which becomes 6t square plus 12, is equal to 3x. You can cancel with 3, which is 2t square plus 4 is equal to x. And you can eliminate t, you can write t as y by 2. So you will get 2 into y by 2 whole square plus 4 is equal to x. So that you will get y square by 2 is equal to x minus 4. This is the locus. So friends, y square is equal to 2 into x minus 4, y square minus 2x plus 8 is equal to 0. First option is the right answer. To answer this question, my dear friends, I am going to tell you some important insights about mathematics paper of JEE, shift 1 as well as shift 2, dear students. Please stick on to the lecture. I will tell you the generalization and important points and important insights related to this. And here, parabola related, I have been telling conic section. If you know simple basic concepts of conics, you can comfortably answer at least one question here. Right, dear students? This is a simple question, isn't it, dear students? How many of you attempted this question correctly? Can I see? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Paper to hard nahi. It is just like 2025 January papers. Yes, guys, you just maintain the tempo, you can comfortably answer the questions of math. Second question, 3D geometry standard question. Just calculation changed. Here, L be the line passing through this particular point and make equal angle with the positive coordinate axis means DC means cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma same. So you can take DRs like 1, 1, 1 for the line. The next, dear students, the perpendicular distance from L to this particular point is root of 14 by 3. R is the unknown, sum of all possible values of R. Please be careful with that. So simply you can take this point is minus 2 R1. This line, you know one point and DRs are 1, 1, 1, and hence you can take this point as t minus 3, this is t plus 5, this is t plus 2. This is the general point on the line. Now you know how to find the perpendicular distance. You just find the DRs of this particular one, t minus 3, this is going to be minus 3, 5, 2. So t minus 3 plus 2 will become t minus 1. This is t plus 5 minus r. This is t plus 1. These are the DRs of this line. This line DRs are already 1, 1, 1. Since they are perpendicular, you just apply dot product 0. So the dot product of this is equal to 0 in the sense 3t plus 5 minus r must be 0. You can say r is equal to 3t plus 5. It is the thing. Now we just have to find, अरे भैया हिंदी में बताऊं, you have to find the distance between these two. A simple English में चल रहा हूं, हिंदी में भी बता सकता, लेकिन यहाँ पे देखते हैं, you have to find the distance between these two. Already t minus 3 plus 2 will become t minus 1 whole square plus t plus 5 minus r whole square plus t plus 1 whole square. This is going to be the distance, dear students. Now you see here r minus 5 is nothing but r 5 minus r is minus 3t. You just replace t minus 1 whole square. This is going to be minus 2t whole square, which is 4t square plus t plus 1 whole square. This is the distance which is given as root 14 by 3. This is square root of 2 into t square plus 1 square. So 2t square plus 2 plus 4t square, which is going to be, you can say, root of 6t square plus 2 is the perpendicular distance, which is given as root of 14 by 3. If you calculate, guys, you will get t value to be plus or minus, you can say this is 6t square minus 14 by 3. 6 means 8 by, you can say 14 minus 6 is going to be 8 by 12, which is, you can say, 4 by 8 by 12, in the sense you will get t square is plus or minus 4 by, you can say, you will get, you see 6t square plus 2 is equal to 14 by 3. This is 14 minus 6 is, we can say, 6t square is equal to, you can say, 6 means 8 by 3, which is 8 by 18, which is 4 by 9 t square value. T must be plus or minus 2 by 3. If you don't take plus or minus 2 by 3, you will definitely get only one value. He is asking sum of all possible values. From this, guys, you can say 3t is plus or minus 2. So we just want r value. R is nothing but 3t plus 5. So plus or minus 2 plus 5. One value is 2 plus 5, another value is minus 2 plus 5, so that the sum is going to be 10, my dear friends. 10 is the answer. Just simplification. Concept wise, it's very, very easy question, isn't it, dear students? It's very simple question, basic question, standard question. Number of times such model is given in, JEE expected question. Now you see complex number. In fact, it is not complex if you know the simple observation related to this. He has given Z a complex number satisfies this condition. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is it represents a circle with center 5, 0 and radius 3. So this is the circle, friends, radius 3. Now Z can be any point on the circle. I just want that complex number with maximum positive argument. Argument is something that Z and origin you have to take the angle. You see, when you could draw the tangent here, this particular complex number will have maximum argument. This particular complex number, in the sense, guys, if you just drop a perpendicular here, this radius is 3, you know this distance is 5, obviously this is 4. Suppose this argument is theta, for this complex number magnitude is 4, Z is mod Z into cis theta, you can write where theta is the argument, mod Z is 4. Here you can take, my dear friends, cos theta is, you can say 4 by 5 plus sin theta is 3 by 5. So you can take this particular complex number 16 by 5 plus I into 12 by 5. This is going to be Z. So from this 5Z is nothing but, you can understand, 5Z is 16 plus 12I. You just replace 5Z by 16 plus 12I minus 12 and magnitude square, 5IZ plus 16. It is matter of simplification, guys. With this simplification into 34, you will arrive to the simple calculation of 20. Got it, everyone? Two things you have to know to answer this particular question. You see, the complex numbers, what is the geometric meaning of mod Z minus 5 less than or equal to 3 is point number 1. So argument is something, means the angle made by OZ with positive x-axis. So here, this from origin, you see, if you take this is the tangent, this is the required complex number Z. Right, dear students? Chalo, the next question, it is a simple question related to geometry. I already told you in sequence and series, you can expect a simple question in AP or GP. Here A1, these are a GP with common ratio 1 by root 2. So guys, if this is A1, you can observe here A2 by 2 is nothing but A1 into 1 by root 2, which means A2 is nothing but A1 into root 2. Similarly, A3 by 2 square is nothing but A2 into 1 by root 2, which implies A3 is nothing but A2 is already A1 root 2 into 1 by root 2 by 2 square. Here you can say this is going to be A3 by 2 square is A2 into 1 by root 2. A2 is already A1 root 2 into 1 by root 2. So you will get here A3, you will get like A1 into root 2 square. You can observe here this particular pattern. Here you see A1 is here, A2 is A1 root 2, A3 is A1 into root 2 square, and so on. A10 is A1 into root 2 power 9. This GP sum is given as 62, where you can simply apply the infinite series, n term series formula, A1 into r to the power of n minus 1 by r minus 1 is going to be 62. This is 31 2 times. So you will get A1 is 2 into root 2 minus 1. This is going to be A1. That's what he is asking. 2 into root 2 minus 1. Option C is the right answer. So right. So simple question on this geometric series. Okay. Before that, dear students, here JEE Mains at Infinity Learn. You please, college predictor is there. You just give your responses here. Guys, I will be coming with more questions of JEE. So we'll try to give the picture, and for tomorrow's exam, what are the important areas that are to be focused, that we will highlight after a couple of questions. Stay tuned to Infinity Learn. I welcome Aniruddha sir to discuss physics questions.
Thank you,
Hi,
sir.
sir.
Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much.
Guys, keep up your energy. Your energy is our energy. Okay? Stay tuned to Infinity Learn.
All right, let's resume with our physics section. So physics, we have got a few more questions, and again, so far whatever we have got, it's not difficult. It has been comparatively an easier paper. There has been a few questions that have been coming in which do not have the complete data yet. So our team is still processing that. We are still checking on that. But some of them we have that's almost confirmed. Obviously, you can help out in the chat here. You can engage in the chat and tell us if that is correct. So we are taking feedback from the chat as well, and also on our Telegram channel. So if you haven't joined it, please join our Telegram channel as well, Infinity Learn JEE. Now let's start with our first question over here. This shows in the diagram incident rays parallel to the base of the prism. This angle is given as 45 degree. Then the emergent ray grazes along the second surface. So first and foremost, we'll try to predict how the entire setup is going to move. So over here, the light ray is basically going to trace out. Obviously, let's say this is the normal here. The light ray is going to bend here, hit over here, and then it says it grazes out along the surface. So this is the path the light ray follows. Now there are a few important things over here to note. First is we want to find the angle of the prism. We want to find this. We want to find the angle of the prism. How do we do that? Say if this angle is 45 degree, I know this angle is also going to be 45 degree. Alternate angles over parallel lines. The incident ray was parallel to the base. If that is 45 and you know this is the normal, this angle is also going to be a 45 degree. I can use that to try to get to what is this angle of refraction on this side. Because sine 45 divided by sine of R1, that should be equal to the refractive index of the prism, which is given in the question as √2 for us. So we plug that in. Now sine 45 is a 1 by √2. Bring the √2 down here. That's the sine of R1. So that's a half. So R1 comes out to be 30 degree. Okay, that's sorted. Now if that is 30 degree, we can go ahead to finding what is the other angle over here as well. Because I know this R2 has to be the critical angle, because you see the light ray grazes along the surface as it goes. It's at its critical angle. So at that point, I know the critical angle sine of R2 is equal to 1 divided by the refractive index. So sine R2 for us is equal to 1 by refractive index is given to us as a √2. So we plug that in. So that means my R2 is equal to 45 degree. Once I have R1, once I have R2, getting the angle of the prism is a straightforward matter, because over here we know that the angle of the prism, there's a standard prism equation, R1 plus R2. That's 30, that's 45, so the total would be 75 degree. It is option A. It's 75, students. Did they ask for this theta? Did they ask for this theta, students? Tell me in the chat. Did they ask for angle of the prism, or did they ask for this angle theta here? Let's see it in the chat. Was it this bottom angle? Was this called as theta, or was this angle called as theta? Was the bottom angle called as theta? Bottom angle was said to be theta. Okay, then you have it. Then this is your angle of the prism, which is 75. You know this is 45. This is a perfect triangle. So 75 plus 45, that's a 120. Then this angle will be 60 degree. This angle is going to be 60 degree. So angle theta, the theta is over here. So that angle is 60 degree. Then I'll just slightly change my answer. That is 60 degree. Thank you students. This is what we want. Obviously these are memory based questions, but memory, we can share that memory. And you can give me what the data exactly is. Let's move to our next question then. This one says the charge stored in the capacitor, this over here, in the steady state is how many microcoulomb? Okay. Did this question come? Was this question there in the exam, students? Tell me, give me a confirmation. So over here, in the steady state, first and foremost, this capacitor will completely take this one out of commission. You don't count that. No current is going to enter into that part. No current enters into that part. You also know no current enters this part because this diode is reverse biased. It's going to block current. So the entire current flow is going to happen over this setup. This is an ideal diode. You don't have to think about 0.3, 0.7 volts. So that's a 4 volts here, and there is a 1 volt here, 4 ohms here and a 1 ohm here. So the effective resistance for us is a 5 ohm, 4 plus 1. So the current that flows is 2.5 divided by the 5, that's a 0.5 amperes. Now, at the end of the day, you see the capacitor will have the same potential difference as what you have across the ends. And across these ends, the potential it will have will just be the terminal voltage of this cell, which is V is equal to 2.5 minus I into that, I can treat it like an internal resistance of 1 ohm, I into 1, which is 2.5 minus 0.5, that's a 2 volt. So this capacitor is across a 2 volt voltage, right? It is across a 2 volt voltage. So if it is a 2 volt voltage set up here, 5 microfarad times this, I know Q is equal to CV. That's a 5 microfarad multiplied with the 2 volt, that's a 10 microfarad. Yes, it is option A. Okay. Paper level students, those who are joining in new, so paper level for physics portion, I'll say it has been easy. It has been pretty straightforward, pretty easy. In the morning shift, there were a few trickier, few tighter questions, but this shift has been pretty easy. 2028, बहुत time है आपके पास. तैयारी शुरू कर दो अभी से. Okay, चलो, we go for our next one. Mass of the particle ms2 kg, displacement of the particle varies with time as x is equal to alpha t cube plus beta t square plus gamma t. Find the work done in the time interval from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. If you try to go to the work done through the concept of force and displacement and f dot dx, you will run into a huge problem. How do you deal with this then? You go by work energy theorem. This was a question that I had done even in my YouTube sessions over here. That you go by the work energy theorem. You have the x. Try to get to the speed. Speed, you differentiate this once, you'll get a 3 alpha t square plus a 2 beta t plus a gamma. That's the speed. In the question, they have said alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 1. Can everyone, was it a t square plus beta t plus, was it this? Students, can I get a confirmation on this? Was it alpha t cube plus beta t square plus gamma or gamma t, or was it just alpha t square plus beta t plus gamma? Tomorrow's shift, based on what we are predicting, what we are seeing so far, it's not going to be very difficult. Okay. This only, right? This is correct. This is correct. Even this alpha equal to beta equal to gamma. Chalo, I'll move on this. I'll work with this. If you feel this is not correct, do correct me. But at the end of the day, it's a concept, right? The values is secondary. Okay, it was alpha t square. It was alpha t square. All right. T square beta t. Beta t. And there's no t over here. That means my v becomes even simpler. My v becomes even simpler to work with. My speed v is then equal to 2 alpha t plus beta. I mean, that's even simpler. Was alpha equal to beta equal to 1, gamma equal to 1 given? Was that given? This values were given, alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, thank you. So at that point, I want, so this I can write as just 2t plus 1. Okay? If alpha equal to 1, beta equal to 1, if I plug it in. Now over here, since I have the speed, I know work done is equal to the change in the kinetic energy, which is 1/2 m into v at 3 seconds square minus the speed at 2 seconds square. So 1/2 times the mass given to us as a 2 kg. What is the speed at 3 seconds? Plug 3 over here, that's a 2 into 3, 6 plus 1, 7. So 7 square minus over here, if I put t equal to 2, that's a 4 plus 1, 5, so 5 square. This 2 cancels out, 7 square is a 49, minus a 25, the answer would be 24 joules. Did everyone get that? Beta was given 1, alpha 1, beta 1, yes, yes. Alpha 1, beta 1, yes, I think that's correct. So it is 24 joules over here. That is the answer. I'll just circle it out for you. That's the answer. Let's see if we have more physics questions. Okay, we have one more. Let's work on this. Alpha acceleration, beta velocity, was it given that way? I mean, even if you go, if you integrate, you'll arrive at the same thing. You'll arrive at the same way. You'll arrive at the same way. Okay? Acha. This one says the mass, charge and potential applied across a particle are 6 times 10 to the power minus 27, 3 times 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb and 1.21 volts. Find the de Broglie wavelength of the charged particle. Please don't go ahead and put 12.27 divided by root V. That's only for an electron. That is only for an electron. There was a correction in this. So look, it's a bit difficult to take it up here. You understood the concept, right? I'm assuming it's a similar concept that proceeds. Obviously, in this channel, once we get all the data after the JEE is over, once the official paper comes, we'll do the full official paper solution as well. But so far, we'll work with this V3 minus V1. T equal to, it was given from t equal to 2 to t equal to 3. Was it 1, 2, 3? There might be, it's just memory based. Again, students, the final value is secondary. Understand the concept. If you did by the correct concept, your answer is probably correct. Okay, so let's see over here, how do we proceed with this? We want the de Broglie wavelength. The de Broglie wavelength, lambda is equal to h divided by momentum. Momentum can be written as 2 root over of 2m times the kinetic energy. And again, the kinetic energy comes because you're accelerating it through a potential difference of 1.21. Don't put electron volts. It is not an electron in this setup. So you will have root over of 2m q times the v. Plug stuff in there. So h is 6.6 times 10 to the power minus 34. You have a root over 2 times. The mass is provided to us as 6 into 10 to the power minus 27. Minus 27. Times the charge is given 3 times 10 to the power minus 19. And lastly, we have the potential difference of 1.21. Okay. So over here, few things. You see already I have a 2 into 6, that's a 12. 12 times 3, that's a 36. Comes out of the root as a 6. So I'll keep the top part as it is. Down below, I'll pull a 6 out. 1.21 is the square of 1.1. So that comes out of the root 1.1. I still have the 10 to the powers remaining. That's a 10 to the power minus 27 plus a 10, and a 10 to the power minus 19. That's a 10 to the power minus 46. Comes out of the root, gets divided by half, the power 10 to the power minus 23. This takes it out, that's literally 6.6. You have this going, that's a 10 to the power minus 11. That's in meters, because we kept everything in SI units. I don't know how this was given. Was it given in picometers or femtometers? Picometers, it would be 10 picometers. I'm not sure how the options were provided to you over here. Okay. We'll move on to our next one. Okay, I think next we have maths. But before that, those of you who have just joined in, please make sure you go in and check the college predictor tool that Infinity Learn is offering to you over there. We are doing these paper discussions. You have an idea what kind of score you're getting. You can plug it in. And based on all the data over the years, you'll not only know what your possible rank is, but what are the colleges, what are the streams that you will have available, all of that right on spot. You don't have to wait till August, you don't have to wait till July to know what your possible future could be. You can know it right now through the link in the description. So I think now we are moving into maths. So Akshay sir is here, so I hand it over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, how was the physics paper?
Physics paper, sir, so far has still been easy.
Easy.
It's been a pretty easy paper.
Compared to shift 1?
Shift 1 was still, I'd say, a little
Moderate.
high level. This was has been a very easy.
Easy, all right. So till the questions we solved.
sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
So hi everyone, let's come back to the math questions. This is one of the questions which I'm taking from the matrix chapter, and this was the part of the shift 2. And I hope, my dear students, now you found that the questions that is coming in the shift 2, they are easier or they are reaching up to a level of moderate difficult questions we haven't taken yet. So yet the questions are about to come. Many questions are been on the way to get typed and displayed in front of you. However, we got the majority of the questions out of 75 questions. I am sure that we are able to manage to get 65 or 60 questions in between. And I also want to tell you that we are regularly sharing the WhatsApp channel link in the chat. Please click on that link to become the part of the WhatsApp channel. In that WhatsApp channel, we will be sharing you daily updates, the live sessions, as well as the PDF, along with the answer key of every shift, every day, whenever the JEE is being conducted. So 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 28th, these are the 5 days, shift 1, shift 2, all the shift, 10 shifts. We will be sharing the question paper as well as the answer key. Become the part of that WhatsApp channel. Let's begin with the question. So there is a matrix being given to you, A matrix, and they have said B matrix, A raised to the power 15 plus B into X into Y is a 0 matrix. Then among the following, which one is the correct option? So how to do this question, bache? First of all, beta, we have to observe, because A raised to the power 15 till we have to go, no? So we have to observe the pattern going between the terms. So over here, if you do A square, so here it is 3 minus 4 and then 1 minus 1. So bache 3 minus 4 and then 1 minus 1. So 3 into 3, that will become 9. And then minus 4, 9 minus 4, bache, it will become 5. Then over here, 3 into minus 4, it will become minus 12. Minus 12 plus 4, it will become minus 8. See, 3 into 4 minus 12 and then plus 4, it will become minus 8. Then bache here 3 and then over here minus 1. 3 minus 1, that will become 2. Then bache minus 3, 1 into minus 4, it will be minus 4. Minus 4 and then plus 1. Here it will become minus 3. I hope you all are able to understand how we got the A square matrix. You can easily check how we have written the A square matrix over here. Yes, many of the students, they are writing the answers also. Thank you so much. And this way you will be able to observe that here a matrix which is being comparison to A and A square. I observed that this got increased by 2. This got increased by minus 4. This number got increased by plus 1. And bache, this number minus 1 got increased by minus 2, So these are all the increments that I have seen from the first matrix to the second matrix. And similarly, you can find A cube to confirm this pattern. Now A raised to the power 15 if you have to write. So this is an arithmetic progression going on where A plus n minus 1 into D. And the D value we can see here that it's 2. So first term that you will observe here is 31. Then minus 4, then again minus 4. So A plus n minus 1 into D. So here you are adding minus 4 continuously. So it becomes minus 56 and minus 4. So that will become minus 60. Bache, over here you will observe that plus 1, plus 1, plus 1 up till how many terms? 15. So here it will be 15. And bache, over here A plus n minus 1 into D, and D value is minus 2 over here. So here it will be minus 28 and then minus 1 beta. So that will become minus 29. This is how you got A raised to the power 15. Bache, A raised to the power 15 when added with the B matrix. B matrix is this. So bache, I am adding this matrix with minus 29, 49, minus 13 and then 18. And whatever the sum that we are getting now, A raised to the power 15 plus B, we have to multiply with a column matrix X and Y, and we have to equate it with null matrix. As we do so, we will be getting only one equation, and that equation will satisfy the first option. So X value will be 11 and Y value will be 2. Are you all able to understand how we got the value of X as 11 and Y as 2? I hope everyone in the class able to understand this. Now next question, bache, they have given an inequality over here. And in this particular inequality, so two inequalities you can see here, it is a straight line, here it is a parabolic curve. And they also discuss the non-negative constraint. That means the shaded region should be in the first quadrant only. So how we have to deal with this question? Let's say this is x-axis, this one is y-axis. If you try to draw the parabola in the first quadrant, on substituting x value 0, you will have y value 4. So 0, 4. And if you substitute y value, if you substitute y value 0, then you will get x value 2. So this is how you will be able to get the shape of a parabola. Let's talk about the line. Line is y is equals to 1 minus 2x. If you substitute x value 0, you will have y value 1. So 1 is 0, 1. And the other one is if you substitute y value 0, then x value will be half. So over here you will have half, 0. Now if you join this line, okay, so the region that they require, area that they require is this one. Very easy to evaluate. First of all, we will be finding the area under the parabola. So that will be integrated 0 to 2. And then we have to integrate 4 minus x squared dx. Is that clear to everyone? Then my dear students, it will be 4x, then it will be x cubed by 3, and then 0 to 2 you have to apply. So 8 minus, it will become 8 by 3 bache. So that will become 8 3s are 24, 24 minus 8. So that will become bache 16 by 3. And this 16 by 3 subtracted with the area of this triangle. Area of the triangle subtended by this line is half into base into height. So that will be 1 by 4. Once you subtract them, so 12 will be the LCM. It will become 64 and then minus 3. So that will become 61 by 12. They said that the area is alpha upon beta. That means if you equate it to alpha upon beta, so alpha value 61, beta value 12, and alpha plus beta 61 plus 12, that is getting 73, which is given to us in the option B. That's how, my dear students, we are able to find the option B as a final answer to this question. Let's go ahead for the next one. This question is good. How? Because they have given a line whose slope, the line is having a slope minus alpha by 4. And if you want to convert this line in the slope intercept form, you will be able to write 4y is equals to minus alpha x and then plus root 7, and you divide this by 4 and also you divide this by 4. Now bache, over here, if you write the, see, I'll just draw the diagram to explain you clearly. So there is an ellipse and there is a line, and the line is touching the ellipse at a particular point. So at the point P they already mentioned, and we have to find the one of the focal distances. So either we have to find PF1 or we have to find PF2 in this question. Important here is to get the point P. Once you get the point P, then easily we can find the focal distances. How will I be able to find that? But equation of tangent if I have to write, so it will be y is equals to mx plus minus. So m is actually the slope of the tangent. Y is equals to mx plus minus square root of a square. If you talk about this ellipse, it will be x square by 1 by 3, y square by 1 by 4, and then it is equals to 1. So bache, this is a square value and bache, this is b square value. So a square m square. So a square m square. M square means alpha by 4 whole square. A square m square and then b square. And then b square value they have given 1 by 4 over here. Bache, this is the value of c. Now the c value that we got in the line is, here it is root 7 by 4, and here bache you got the value of c as alpha square by alpha by 4 it was given to you, no? So alpha square by 16 into 3. 16 into 3 if you do, so that will become 48, and here you have 1 by 4. Are you able to understand? So I did a square m square plus b square. Now I will be squaring both the sides. So 7 by 16 I will have from here, and over here also beta I will be able to write alpha square by 48 plus 1 by 4. In this way beta we will be able to get the value of alpha. If I get the value of alpha, can you get it? 7 by 16 minus 1 by 4 is alpha square by 48. You will take the LCMs 16, then it will become 7 and then minus 4. So 3 by 16. Alpha square by 48 is 3 by 16. 16 got cancelled. So alpha value will become 3. Alpha value 3 is representing the slope minus 3 by 4. However, my dear students, if you remember that here the p coordinate that you have to write, here it is minus plus a square m by c, comma b square by c with a plus minus. Do you remember the point of contact of the tangent having the slope m? A square m by c, comma plus minus b square by c. So bache, I am just taking the first coordinate. A square bache, it is 1 by 3 into m. M bache, it is minus 3 by 4. Did you understood this? And then over c value bache we have from here, that is root 7 by 4. Did you understood? Again beta, here it is negative and here I am taking positive. B square is 1 by 4. and C value is again root 7 by 4. 4 and 4 got cancelled. Here also 4 and 4 got cancelled. 3 and 3 got cancelled. We got a coordinate in the first quadrant, and that is negative into negative is positive. So I got 1 by root 7 over here, and again I got 1 by root 7 over here. Is that clear? Are you all able to understand? Now if you have to get the eccentricity, it is 1 minus b square by a square, 1 minus 1 by 4 whole divided by 1 by 3. So 1 minus 3 by 4, that will become 1 by 4. E square 1 by 4, so E value will be half. But if you have to get the PF1, so that will become A minus EX. A value, bache, we already have. Okay, A value we already have, that is 1 by root 3. And minus times E. E value we already have half. And then we have the X coordinate, that is 1 by root 7. So 1 by root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 7. Now if you see the options over here, they have given D option. So there are two focal distances, PF1 and PF2, A plus EX, A minus EX. So you can apply plus also to get the PF2. One of the focal distances will be option D. Are you all able to understand how we got the option D over here to get the final answer? Is it clear to everyone? Now, moving ahead to the next question, they have given cos inverse x square, sin inverse x square. Let's say sin inverse x is a new function which is y. And beta over here, if I write cos inverse y value, so it will be pi by 2 minus sin inverse x. So here pi by 2 minus y whole square plus y square, we have to write it down. Then my dear students, what you have to do, it will be a square, then it will be b square, and then it will be 2ab. 2 into a into b. And bache, here we already have y square. We have to maximize this function of y, maximize. Now my dear students, over here if you simplify, you will have 2y square, then here you will have minus pi y, and here you will have pi square by 4. But if you see this particular case, you will observe that this is a parabola. Parabola, if you want to maximize in this interval, so y value will be minus pi by 3 to plus pi by 4. So the maximum value of this parabola or parabolic function, quadratic function, will exist at the extremities. So you substitute in this function minus pi by 3 first of all. So wherever y is there, you write here minus pi by 3. Are you all able to understand? And my dear students, now you have to just take the LCM. Pi square taken common, 2 by 9, and then here it is 1 by 3, and here it is 1 by 4. So you will observe that 9 and 4 can have a LCM 36, and then here 4 into 2, that will become 8. Here 12 into 1, 12, and here my dear students 9 into 1, 9 into pi square. 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 9, 29 pi square by 36. Even if you want to substitute the other endpoint, that is pi by 4, you will observe that we are getting 2 pi square by 16, and then we are getting pi square by 4, and then we are again getting pi square by 4. So these two are getting cancelled. This is pi square by 8. If you observe, if you compare this and this one will be the max value. Now, bache, what they said, it is m upon n pi square. M value 29, n value 36, and beta over here, if you see, they want the value of m plus n. 29, 36, if you add them, so you will have 65. So this will be the final answer. Are you all able to understand how we did this question, guys? Next question. Alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. That means this is a quadratic curve. Here alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. However, the concavity of this curve will be upwards, and they said that alpha is less than 1, beta is greater than 1. So here let's say 1 will be present because alpha is less than 1 and beta is greater than 1. Important rule to be discussed. First thing is D should be greater than 0, and the second thing should be that f of 1 should be less than 0 because the functional value at 1 should be negative. So we will directly substitute f of 1 here, my dear students, and we will be taking the intersection of 1 and 2. If you do so, you will have 1 plus 2a plus 3a plus 10 should be less than 0. So 5a should be less than minus 11, a should be less than minus 11 by 5. And however you solve d greater than 0 and then you take the common, you will observe that the common part is this only, minus 11 by 5 and then minus infinity. So option D, my dear students, will be the final answer. Are you all able to understand? Okay, so many of the students, so one of the comment I saw, they write, sir, I'm having an exam fear. Beta, you shouldn't have the exam fear because the questions are easy. If you're able to understand the solutions just by seeing the video of our today's lecture, that means you're exam ready. And you have to practice such type of the questions more. Okay, then you will be feeling the confidence. So by today, let's say you have the exam after 2 days or after 3 days or even tomorrow. So whatever the questions came in the first and the second shift, similar type of the question, just practice and you will find that 3-4 questions will be matching in the next few shifts as it is. All right. So this is how we can do this question, my dear students. I hope you all are able to understand this. Is that clear to you? I also want to tell you about the college predictor and the rank predictor module. This is really very important, my dear students. We have in this particular link that we will be providing you. You can see that link will be in the description. In the description of this live session, there will be a link of the rank predictor module. So whatever the score you are getting in the JEE Mains, just save the link, my dear students, whenever the exam is there. And you have to appear, you have to actually write your marks that you're obtaining in the JEE Mains, whichever session you have written your examination. And based on the marks, we will be able to predict your rank in that particular session. Let's say we are right now going in the session 1 January attempt. However, we will also suggest you the type of the colleges that you are eligible for. But this is just the beginning. We have one more attempt remaining. Don't get upset. Whatever the way you have written today, that is best to your level. You will now have an experience that this is how the questions are coming in the JEE Mains. And from the next attempt, for the April attempt, now you have to strategize your preparation so that every student which is watching here in the live session, you have to strategize your preparation in such a way that in the upcoming shift, in the upcoming April session, session 2, you will be able to boost your score. Let's say you are having a marks right now 150 out of 300. So you have to plan or strategize your preparation so that you may get 200 plus score in the next attempt. So every student will have the experience from the session 1 papers, and we as a team of Infinity Learn and Sri Chaitanya, we are really working hard, standing with the students outside the centers and collecting the questions, feedbacks, whatever best content, authenticated content we can show you on our YouTube channel. We are here to present in front of you. So Sarfraz sir is there with us to discuss the chemistry question, and I wish you luck. All the best everyone, and we'll come back again with the math question. Till now we have discussed 13 or 14 questions of the mathematics. Let's go on. Yes sir, you can continue.
Okay, thank you sir. Thank you very much. So all of you are welcome back to the chemistry paper discussion. So Akshay sir was discussing mathematics. So now I have brought some more good questions of chemistry. Right. So now dear students, discussion of our further chemistry questions. So dear students, this question has come from where? Equivalence concept. You can solve this problem by two methods. You can solve this problem by which concept? Equivalence concept. You can solve it by equivalence concept, or you can even solve this by mole concept. Two concepts are there, we can solve it. But as you know that for mole concept balancing is compulsory, for equivalence concept balancing is not compulsory. So if I start doing balancing of mole concept, it will take time for me also. Got it students? So let us start. So what is he saying? When MnO2, okay, MnO2 is treated with HCl, okay, fine. Then what will be the weight of chlorine obtained? That means you will get MnCl2 and here you will get chlorine. Because in acidic medium, Mn will become from +4, it will fall down to +2. Got it, dear students? Now, dear students, so see, I am telling you one more time, you can solve by mole concept also, but I am not solving by mole concept, I am solving by equivalence concept. So, what is he gave you? He gave you details about MnO2 and he is asking about chlorine, right? That means equivalence of this should be equal to equivalence of chlorine. So, equivalence of chlorine and equivalence of MnO2 should be equal. So, here number of moles into valency factor of this should be equal to, okay, number of moles into valency factor of this. Agree? Now in place of number of moles I can write weight by gram molecular weight. So, gram molar mass he already gave you how much? 87.4. So, 87.4 into valency factor. So, valency factor is 2. Now, how did I got this 2? Everyone tell me, how did I got this 2? Because change in oxidation state you can see it is 2, changes to atoms are 2. So, valency factor of MnO2 is 2. Now, coming to this side, weight, he is asking what, then what is the weight of chlorine, okay. So, weight by, what is the gram molecular weight of chlorine? 71. Valency factor. So, how to find valency factor of chlorine? Chlorine here is -1, here it is 0. So, -1 to 0. So, tell me everyone, -1 to 0, what is the difference? Difference is 1. Atoms are 1. Oh, for chlorine you have to find, no? So, you have to go like this, from this side to that side. So, change is 1, atoms are 2. So, here also valence factor is 2. So, he already gave you, oh, here one small point I have to add. What is that? Tell me. He already gave you the weight of MnO2. So, it is given as 8.74. Simple. So, weight of MnO2 by gram molecular weight, valency factor 2, weight by gram molecular weight, you will get the answer. Very simple, okay. And this is correct only if you know equivalence concept. Otherwise, what is another way? Long way, mole concept, very boring way, long way, right. Next question, very, very cheap, very, very local, very, very easy question. The question is, this question is asked in JEE Mains. I am very sorry to say, in past 20 years, average 10 years, he asked the questions. In Sri Chaitanya Infinity Learn grand test paper, same question came 4 times. So, those are Sri Chaitanya students, they know. So, he is asking what is the central atom and oxidation state of the compound formed when K2Cr2O7 react with sulfuric acid in presence of hydrogen peroxide. So, everybody should know that Cr2O7 -2 in acidic medium and in presence of H2O2, you are going to get CrO5, which is very famously called chromium peroxide. Am I right? Chromium peroxide. And if you remember or not, I don't know, dear students, in your college your teacher have said this is which color compound? Blue color compound, and this compound is having butterfly structure, correct? So, the atom is chromium, obvious, and the oxidation state of this will be +6. Got it? Very, very simple. And okay, yeah, good evening, right. See, but dear students, hey, all of you look here, Karan, Dubey and everyone who is watching me, listen very carefully. If hydrogen peroxide is not given, and imagine K2Cr2O7 with sulfuric acid, only K2Cr2O7 and sulfuric acid if is given, then it will become case 2 question. Suppose he is saying K2Cr2O3 in presence of sulfuric acid is asking, then this will become chromium +3. Then the answer is chromium and it is +3. Is it clear? Give me thumbs up. Pushkaraj, what came in exam? Case 1 came or case 2 came? Everybody, can you put your message? Case 1 came or case 2 came? Pushkaraj, case 1 came or case 2 came? I don't know. I don't know which one came. So, both of them I am giving you the answer. Right. Okay. Chalo. Next question is from organic. Everybody who is my student will loudly shout and tell that this type of model of questions we solved several in the classroom, and very happy and proud to say that this model of questions came in our Sri Chaitanya GTMs also it came. Okay, dear? Right. Okay. Wait. Ready, steady, go. Nitrobenzene, if you do bromination. So step by step we'll go. Nitrobenzene, everybody know nitrobenzene, if you carry with first step, then everybody know nitro is a minus meta dialectic group. So the bromine will come at what position? Meta position. Then if you perform tin in HCl reduction, if you do reduction, then you will get aniline, nothing but you will get NH2. Then pH is neutral. Okay, this is suspicious. Did he give any compound or not? I don't know. So this is a bit suspicious statement, but okay, bromine water. So if you treat with bromine water, so everybody, if the question is correct, if the statement is correct, then everybody should know, if you treat aniline with bromine water, then you will get Br, and Br, here you are going to get. Then if you treat with diazonium salt and copper bromide, then then there also you will get bromine, and bromine, and this bromine is already there. So total 5 bromines will come on the compound if this order is correct. Okay, dear students, right, moving ahead. Okay, this is another very cheap and local and very simple question. The question is A, option A. I'll draw here. Option A, cis-butene and trans-butene. So cis-butene, trans-butene. Tell me everyone, cis-butene, trans-butene are what? No doubt they are stereoisomers, or in other words, they are geometrical isomers. Okay, so answer is Q for this. Butanoic acid and this is butanoic acid and this is isopropyl methyl butanate. Every mad fellow will also tell it is functional groups, right? So functional, yeah, this is P, functional isomers. 1-butene and 2-butene. A mad fellow will also tell 1-butene, 2-butene are positional isomers R. Next, N-pentane and isopentane. So N-pentane is this, isopentane is this. So obviously leftover is what? Chain only, no need to discuss about it. Good. See, this is memory based, no? Sandhya. So Sandhya Rani. Oh, this question repeated 2 times, no problem. Right. Is this question correct? First of all, tell me. Q, B is P, C is R, right? Everyone correct? Karan, Sandhya, right? Pushkaraj, Watman, Kishan, right? All of y'all? Chalo. Next is this question right? If this question is right, then obviously answer will come right, because it is. Is this question correct, Sandhya Rani? Can you please answer what was the question? Sandhya, can you please tell what was this the question, everyone? Please reply fast, quick reply. What was the question? This was the question? This was the question? Yes or no? Fast, quick. Very good, finish. Karan has said yes. So now tell me, this compound, if you do ozonolysis, if you take 1 mole, be careful, if it should be 1 mole, then this bond breaks, and here you will get an aldehyde group, and here you will get another aldehyde group. Correct, everyone? Right? Right. So kal paper hai, no problem, be relaxed, be happy. This is alpha position, the base will take the proton. So this is negative, this will attack here and this will shift here. What is this step called? Internal aldol family, aldol modalities. OH this is attacking here. This is CHO, this is alpha, this is beta. We know water is lost, and then you will get this compound. Right, dear students? Right, give thumbs up everyone. Is it clear? It is aldol condensation, internal aldol. Actually, exactly speaking, it is called Clausius-Schmidt because one contain alpha hydrogen and one don't contain alpha hydrogen. The correct order of electron gain enthalpy, obviously chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, it is correct. Chlorine has highest electron affinity, we know. Statement 2, ionic character. See, simple I will tell you. Very simple I will tell you. Those are writing further exams. Remember, oxidation state is directly proportional to acidity. It is directly proportional to covalent nature. Please make a note, everyone. Everyone, please make a note of this formula. More oxidation state, more acidity. More oxidation state, more acidity, more covalent character. So, in this two, actually this is wrong. This is covalent. This is more covalent. This is more covalent. So, I think now no need to say you the answer. This is very important. More positive oxidation state, more acidity, more covalent character. That you remember. Good. So, statement 2 is incorrect. Everyone, see, this is memory based question. Everybody know this is memory based question. This is correct. So, maybe some small plus minus up and down of some error may be there. Okay. Chalo. In aromatic compounds, compound should be cyclic. Till here it is correct, and planar, yes, it should be correct, and all carbon should be sp2, correct, with one unhybrid. Yes, sp2 means one will be unhybrid. For example, you can take benzene. So, sp2 means 1p will be pure, yes or no, and will not participate. In the given compound, 2 carbon is sp3 and 1 carbon is sp2. So, this carbon is sp3, agree. This is sp3, agree. This is sp2, agree, and this is sp. Got it, students? Right. Right. Oh, our questions are over, so no problem. Got it, everyone? Right. So, remember, in general, till other sir joins, okay, till our next to which sir is there, next to Max sir is waiting, okay, no problem. So, dear students, remember all of you all, for aromaticity, for a compound to be aromatic, it should obey Huckel rule. It should obey Huckel rule, which is 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. It should be planar. It should have sp2 carbon. It should have conjugation. All these features will include in the aromatic character. Got it, all of you? So, now I will welcome your Max sir, who will continue with your Max paper discussion. Please welcome.
Yes, sir.
Bharat sir.
Yes, sir.
So, please continue, sir.
So far, how is chemistry paper, sir?
Chemistry paper is standard, sir. This year, shift 1 as well as shift 2, both of them were very standard and very nice, sir.
Okay.
We cannot say easy, we cannot say. That word we cannot say. Moderate to standard.
So, just what I want is, with respect to last year JEE Main January papers,
Yes,
how
sir.
are these two chemistry papers?
So, these two chemistry paper compared to last year, same shift 1 and shift 2 of day 1 if you compare,
Okay.
these are a bit more standard. Like I can say 20 to 25% are more standard, sir.
Okay. So, dear student, please note this, chemistry papers level is little increased.
Yes.
So, that is a very, very important observation.
Because students will take chemistry granted.
Yes, sir.
They'll take, अरे chemistry है भाई बाद में करेंगे, we'll do it later.
Because in the subject itself there is chemistry.
chemistry. अरे theory 30 minutes में हो जाता है, all that, but practically it will not work.
But my students are math filios.
maybe they are more affectionate to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because they are doing it so.
Yes,
But one
sir.
thing is for sure, sir, one lesson students should learn, which many of my students came and said me, sir, we thought chemistry is easy and they spend time on maths and physics.
Yes, sir.
Some spend on physics, some spend on maths, and when they came into chemistry, they were shocked.
Okay.
Those who have done chemistry first,
Yes, sir.
and they went in the order of their will and wish, okay, but at any given time, any one student is telling that
Yes, sir.
one of my subject has been damaged. So that is a good point or bad, I cannot say, but it is good if the two subjects they have done excellently. Imagine
good.
One student is there, Bhavi, he was telling me, sir, I have done 76 in chemistry I am getting, and 72 or 73 he is getting in physics he is getting. So no sir, chemistry 76 is getting, physics 70, 72 is getting,
Okay.
and mathematics is getting 30.
Okay.
So suddenly he fell down in mathematics. But at the same time, if you see, if he add his marks, he is getting good marks.
Yes,
So if they have done excellently two subjects, then one subject, then it's okay. But they did any two subjects bad, then finish. The game has been over. So please continue, sir.
Yes, sir. Fine. Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Thank you very much. Dear students, one important takeaway is please note important thing. Physics almost remained the same level like 2025 January, whereas chemistry difficulty level, I can say 10% slight increase is there. In mathematics, coming to math, morning shift paper was comparatively easier, but whereas this shift paper, definitely it maintained the level. Most of the questions are time taking. It is like its original pace. Like 2025 January papers, some questions are, you see, when compared to morning paper, evening math paper is little time taking undoubtedly. In this paper, I can say 40 to 45 marks are also excellent score in math paper, because most of the questions they took a lot of calculation based. So dear students, let us move into few important questions related to differential equations, LDE. In JEE Main, almost last year you might have seen April, all the questions are on LDE only. Even this is also LDE differential equation. Guys, you see, let us try to solve standard model, routine question. Only the functions will change, but the procedure is the same. Just multiply with cos x, you will get dy by dx minus 2 cos x into y is equal to 2 plus 3 sin x into cos x. Clearly it is LDE. The integrating factor is e power integral p dx. So guys, this is e power minus 2 sin x is the integrating factor. So the general solution is y into integrating factor e power minus 2 sin x is integral of e power minus 2 sin x into, so q of x, this is, we can say 2 plus 3 sin x into cos x dx. So here minus 2 sin x derivative is minus 2 cos x. So you just multiply with minus 2 and here you write minus 1 by 2. Now you take minus 2 sin x as t, dear students. So that this is minus 1 by 2 into e power t, whose derivative is minus 2 cos x dx will become dt. This is 2 plus 3 into sin x is going to be t by minus 2, so minus 3 by 2 into t, and hence you can write it as 1 by 2 into integral e power t into 3 by 2 minus 2 dt. So whose integral is very easy, integral of e power x into f of x dx. This is integral e power t into 3 by 2 t minus 2 minus 3 by 2 plus c. So guys, you can say here y into, you can say this is e power minus 2 sin x, say e power t is equal to, you can say this is half t into 3t minus 7, 3t minus 7 by another 2 plus c. You just multiply with 4 into e power t, you will get 4y is equal to 3t minus 7 into, you can say some constant c into e power 2 sin x. In this stage, to find c value, guys, what is given? Y of 0 is minus 7 by 4. If you substitute, minus 7 is equal to, see, when x value is 0, t is nothing but e power minus sin x. You can say here, this is you can find here like c is 0. From this, you can comfortably say that, so the function is nothing but 4y is equal to 3 into e power minus 2. Here t is nothing but, please observe that t is nothing but minus 2 sin x. You can say here 4y is equal to minus 3 into 2 minus 6 sin x minus 7. So from this now you put x is equal to minus pi by 6. You are going, if you put pi by 6 here, you will get minus 1 by 2. Accordingly, you will get y of pi by 6 value, dear students. So the problem is very simple and very standard. LDE, once again I tell you, even in the morning paper also in the differential equation we got LDE. So now also LDE. Please focus on LDE. The students, those who are going to write exam tomorrow, you can expect a question on LDE. Even tomorrow and coming also, there is a probability is more to get a question from LDE, dear students. Next, here I can say, yeah, so integral 0 to 1 4 cot inverse x this. So here you please observe that this particular quadratic expression x square quotient positive, delta negative. So this is always a positive one. So it is, first you try to simplify this. So cot inverse of, so 1 minus 2x plus 4x square, you can write tan inverse of 1 by 1 minus 2x plus 4x square. Because it is positive, you can write like this. In the next step, you can write tan inverse of 1 by 1 plus 2x into 2x minus 1. So here 1 also you can arrange like 2x minus 1. So that guys, this is tan inverse 2x minus tan inverse of 2x minus 1, correct? So now here the same integral, it becomes now 4 is there, 4 into tan inverse 2x dx minus 4 into integral 0 to 1 tan inverse 2x minus 1 dx. In this stage, you take this particular integral as I, you just apply the basic property x replaced by a plus b minus x, you will get this is minus I. So therefore, to I equal to 0, this integral will become 0. So now this is nothing but 4 into integral 0 to 1 tan inverse 2x dx. So in this stage now how to proceed? Now integral of inverse trigonometry means into 1 and by parts. That is the logic we apply. So you just write into 1 and by parts. So this is f of x tan inverse 2x f of x into integral g of x is x. Apply the limits 0 to 1. Of course, 4 into continues minus integral f dash x into tan inverse x derivative 1 by 1 plus x square into 2x derivative is 2 into the integral that you got here is 2x dx. This is the part. So now if you apply here integral 0 to 1, you will get 4 times tan inverse 2 minus 0 minus 4 times, here its derivative is 8x but 2x is there, you can take this 4 inside. So this becomes integral 0 to 1 8x by 1 plus 4x square dx, which is f dash x by f of x log f of x, guys. So this becomes 4 tan inverse 2 minus, this is f dash x by log f of x log of 4 plus x square 1 plus 4x square, apply the limits 0 to 1. So you will get here log 5 minus 0, 4 tan inverse 2, you will get 4 tan inverse 2 minus log 5 base e is the answer. From this, a value is 4 and b value is 1. 2a plus b is going to be 8 plus 1, 9 is the answer here, right? So as a simple standard question, here in this integral we have given two important logics. One is by telescopic method you must be able to split into two integrals, point number 1. Second, this is by King's formula, you can observe I is equal to minus I where this integral becomes 0. Number 2, guys, this is integration by parts. It is a combination of three simple concepts of definite integration, right? And of course inverse trigonometry is also there. So before we go to the next physics question, once again, dear students, hello sir, please welcome. Hi sir.
Hello sir.
Yes sir. So, and today's paper, what I am saying is chemistry part is a 10% tricky than last year, whereas math is, morning paper was a bit 10% easier than earlier, but this paper maintained the level. It is in exactly like what we are getting in the earlier years. What about physics, sir? What is your comment?
Physics and morning paper was moderate, but
Yeah.
this paper has been very easy. I expect that in physics over here, the cutoff will go up for 99 percentile. Just for the physics part, it would go up because this has been very formula centric, complicated stuff has not been there, sir, in this paper.
Especially with respect to last year JEE Main. May not be the first paper, overall in an average last year paper, moderate paper. So how is today's shift 1 paper, shift 2 paper, physics
So
part?
shift 1 paper I will say was of the same level as 2025 January attempt. But this shift 2 paper has been considerably easier as compared to the morning shift also. So it's majorly formula centric, direct questions. There's like hardly 1 or 2 questions where the students will have to work even to solve it. So it's been an easy paper, sir.
So that's wonderful, sir. Really. So dear student, before I mean to say, guys, you can feel like the papers are going like earlier year strategy only. There are no much abnormalities. So please be focused, plan your preparation. Those who are having exam tomorrow, nothing to worry. Whatever strategy you have, you continue that. So no pressure you carry. Comfortably you give the exam. All these things just to give you one common idea is papers are just like last year 2025 January papers. That is the main intake you have to take, dear students. And sir, you please continue the discussion.
Thank you, thank you.
So dear student, we'll join again with some important insights regarding the upcoming exam. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. So let's continue with the physics questions. We have more. We have almost by now a total of almost 20 questions we have got. And again, like I said, questions are not difficult. Questions have been easy. I hardly saw like 2 or 3 questions where you have to like put a little work into it. Again, not complicated, not very like a thing which is a very obscure formula, not like that. But you'll have to put a little work into it. It's still classified as an easy. Okay, so let's get started with the next question. It says there's a diatomic gas, gamma value is 1.4. It does 100 joules of work in a isobaric expansion. Isobaric means a constant pressure. The heat given to the system is what? Now, heat given to a system in an isobaric, meaning at constant pressure, I know that delta Q is just going to be Ncp dt, Cp delta T. That's the heat given in an isobaric process. They have said that in that process, the work done is 100 joules. Now, we know in an isobaric process, work done is equal to Nr delta T. So, this is 100 joules, that's Nr delta T. I don't need to find what delta T is and so on and so forth. Cp, it's given gamma is 1.4. So, I know this is a diatomic gas. If it is a diatomic gas, and it's obviously given here also, its Cp value is 7 by 2R. So, I take it, I plug it in here, I get n times of 7 by 2R delta T. So, that's 7 by 2 times Nr delta T we already got for the process as 100 joules. So, plug in 100 here, that goes with a 50, 7 times 50, the answer is 350 joules. Okay, everyone got this? We'll move to our next question then. Answer was not D, it was A. I mean, your options might have been different. We are getting memory based, so the order of the options is not always correct. But look at the answer. The final answer, did it come 350 joules for you? That's what matters. Okay. Next one we go into is the magnetic field at the center of the circular loop. Now, I think this is the place where students can make slight calculation error, because observe how it's not like the current goes and the current flow is over here and then going. This is going independently. Loop current flows like this. So you have to be very, very careful about what is the direction of the magnetic field contribution from the straight wire and from the loop here. ठीक है? सक्षम हम हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में स्वैप करते रहेंगे. मेजरली थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश के ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस रहेगा. अगर आपको कहीं पे भी डाउट हो रहा है आप पूछ लो, हम हिंदी पे भी थोड़े थोड़े पार्ट्स एक्सप्लेन कर देंगे. तो what's happening here? You have a straight current carrying wire at a distance r. Which direction is it creating the magnetic field? It's creating a magnetic field out of the page. So the net magnetic field, first because of the straight wire, it is mu naught I divided by 2 pi r, right? And this is coming out of the field, out of the page. And because of this loop, the magnetic field at the center, right hand thumb rule, it points into the page. So they are opposite. I have to subtract. So minus, for a current carrying loop, it's just mu naught I divided by 2R. So I take a mu naught I divided by 2R, and I'll be having a 1 by pi minus 1. So in fact, I should have done 1 minus 1 by pi, doesn't matter. Mu naught I divided by 2R times, over here I'll get a 1 minus pi divided by pi. This is coming with a negative sign. I don't really care about that. It will go with option A. You focus on the magnitude. It's just that the direction will be different. There will be no 4R here. There will be no 4R. It's not half the wire. It's just a straight continuous wire. So it's mu naught I divided by 2 pi R for it. All right. We'll go to the next question. Again, students, confirm here if these questions have come, and please like this video. All of these questions are coming because our team is out there collecting it, and also many of your fellow participants, people who are also competing here, all these candidates, they are voluntarily providing these questions to us. Their exam is done, they could just chill out, relax, but just to help their fellow candidates out, they are providing them. So let's have a few likes for those candidates as well who have provided these questions to us. Let's move to our next question. This says a spherical ball is moving with a terminal velocity of 20 centimeters square. The radius of the ball is 6 millimeters. Find the terminal velocity of a ball of radius 3 millimeters made of the same material, and I'm assuming passing through the same fluid. So I know terminal velocity formula is 2 by 9 eta r square rho minus sigma times g. This is the formula for the terminal velocity. Since it's the same material and also I'm assuming the same fluid, rho, sigma, eta, all of them are the same. All that matters for you is that the terminal velocity is proportional to the square of the radius. That's it. So in this case, 20 divided by the speed in the second case, that is equal to, radius in the original case was 6. In the new case, it is 3, and there's a whole square over here. Goes with the 2. So V then comes out to be 20 divided by, that's a 2 square, that's a 4, that comes down here. So that's a 20 divided by 4, that's 5 meters per second. I think it's centimeters because that was given in centimeters. So 5 centimeters per second. Okay. We'll move to the next one. This one, I don't think we have got the full question as it is, and please tell me in the chat, students, please tell me in the chat if this was the setup. Did they give the values of this capital M and small m? Those who have appeared for the paper, have they given the values of capital M and small m? I'll solve this. I'll solve this with basically just the standard capital M, small m. We'll keep it as it is. But just tell me if the value of capital M and small m have been given. It will help our calculations. So essentially what is happening here is this is being pulled down. Let's use a different color. This is being pulled down with mg, sorry, capital Mg. It is pulled up with a tension T1. Over here, because the pulley has a mass, there's a moment of inertia associated with it, the tension would be different on the two sides, even though it's the same wire. It would be different on the two sides. Here there's a T2. This is pulled down with an mg, and let's say this is going down with an acceleration A. Acceleration A, this is going up with an acceleration A, and this, in that case, is going to rotate like this with an angular acceleration alpha. Rim had a mass capital M. Okay, thank you, Dikshati. Thank you, Diksha. And this was small m, was it? The rim had a mass capital M. Some are saying rim had a mass small m. Was this mass given capital M? I just want to know, did they give a value of these masses? Did they give a value for these masses? I mean, it's still doable. I just have to keep the variables then. Okay, let's move ahead with the variables. If we get like values for capital M and small m, we can maybe plug that in here. So we have this setup. Let's write the equation for each one. For the first one, I have capital Mg minus T1 is equal to capital Ma. For the second body, you have T2. It's accelerating up. So I'll do T2 minus small mg that is equal to small ma. And lastly, I want to find the moment of inertia of this, because these forces, they contribute to a torque. And from there I need to get to it. One was small m, other was capital M, okay. Rim had a mass capital M as well, okay. So I'm assuming the pulley also had a mass, and these rods were also there. Each rod had a mass of capital M. Each rod had a mass of capital M. We have said 4 rods, so I'll sort of treat each piece as separate. Each piece as separate. So I'll try to go for the moment of inertia of the setup. There is this pulley which according to you is a rim. It's like a ring. So at that point its moment of inertia would be mr square plus. Now see, each of the rods, you might think, oh, it's turning about the midpoint. No, it is turning. Each of these rods are separate. There are 4 rods associated over here. And each of the rods have a length of r and they are turning about their end point. So each one will contribute mr square by 3. Basically it's ml square by 3. Length is the radius and there are 4 of them. So it is mr square by 3. That is the moment of inertia, which I can write as 1 plus 4 by 3, which is a 7 by 3 mr square. That is the moment of inertia. Now we can use this to get to the torque equation for it, because see, this T1, this T2, both are acting at a perpendicular distance of r. So the net torque that you have here is T1 minus T2 times r is equal to moment of inertia times alpha, being the angular acceleration. So I'll just make it T1 minus T2 r is equal to, I is 7 by 3 mr square. Alpha over here is going to be a by r, because there's no slipping here, so it's just a by r. So we plug that in, a over r. One of the r's goes, the other r takes it out. So I have a T1 minus T2 is equal to 7 by 3 capital MA. So let's say this is my equation 3, this is my equation 2, this is my equation 1. I just add all 3 of them, because then the T1 plus T1 cancels out, plus T2 minus T2 cancels out. If I do 1 plus 2 plus 3, I'll be left with capital M minus small m into G. That is equal to, over here I have A times capital M plus small m plus 7 capital M by 3. Whew. Long, lengthy question. So over here I'm going for that A. The acceleration is capital M minus small m into G divided by, over here this is 7m by 3 plus this would be a 10m plus 3m, 10 capital M plus 3 small m, and there would be a 3 here. This was this one of the options? 2 rods and 1 rim, was it given? ILTS mein tha? Achha, sorry, 2 rods, 1 rim. Okay, just do appropriately. The moment of inertia will change. If there are just 2 rods, even if there are 2 rods, I don't think it will change. Because even if there are 2 rods, each rod then has a length of 2r, right? And it would be a rod turning about its midpoint, so I would do m into 2r whole square divided by 12, which would still go to mr square by 3. That would still go to mr square by 3. Okay? So you can plug it in based on whatever is provided. Based on whatever is provided, you can check whether it is 2 rods or if it's a single rod, so on and so forth. You can plug accordingly. Is it clear, everyone? In answer, denominator 8 by 3 is there. There's an 8 by 3 you're saying? Is it? Is it 8 by 3 here? I know इस type का question था LTS में. ठीक है students, correspondingly you can put it. This is a memory based question, so unless maybe over here the setup looks a little different. Maybe the rods were put, it's separate rods or so on. The concept is clear, right? That's what matters. It's memory based, so students someone has provided the questions, so that person might not remember exactly what the values were, what the setup was. Chalo, we'll move to the next question then. We'll skip to the next one. We'll move to the next one. It's given the distance between the slits and the screen increases, then fringe width increases. So fringe width, I know beta is equal to lambda capital D over small d. Now distance between slits and the screen is the capital D term. If it increases, obviously the fringe width increases. So statement 1 is correct. Wavelength of the monochromatic light increases the fringe width. Yes, fringe width is directly proportional to lambda. That's also correct, which means both the statements are, statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. It is option. Simple one. If it is 2 rods and 1 rim, yes, there will be a little change accordingly. You'll get a 2 over there, 2 mr square by 3, and instead of a 4 mr square by 3, you might get a 2 mr square by 3. Okay. All right, I think that's the last one. Any other questions? I don't think is coming in at the moment. I'll just refresh it once more to check if we have had any more questions in the meantime. Just a moment. I'll just check if there are any more questions coming in. No, I think that's the last question that we have so far. But I want to talk about a little bit about what you can expect in the coming shifts. Like Bharat sir already mentioned that the paper is coming very similar to the 2025 level. And it's slightly varying difficulty, not a lot of varying like it happened in 2024 where there was like one shift that had a 236 cutoff, another had 150. It's not that. But usually the paper, like over here, I'll say the physics part has been pretty easy. There's not a lot of complicated questions associated with this. So you can actually score pretty high. If your basic concepts, basic formulas are all set, you can actually score pretty high over here. It is not going to be a big deal. All right. So please stay subscribed, turn on the notifications because this is going to come every day. And once JEE Main sends, remember on this Infinity Learn JEE Sri Chaitanya Academy channel, you would be having regular classes on physics, chemistry and maths for free. We will also be doing advanced lectures here where we will be discussing concepts, extra parts which are not there in mains and additional PYQs of advanced. All that content you are going to get from this channel. So stay subscribed. I think we have Bharat sir here to give you a bit more analysis over it. Sir, thank you so much. I hand it over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, dear students, one more question from relations I'm going to discuss. Before that, one important instruction from the students. Guys, you see, some students, when they are attempting the exam, see the timer will show 180 minutes, 179 minutes, countdown will be. Some students, when it has shown 120 minutes, because the timer, they see like, I mean to say, in 1 hour 20 minutes kind of. Some student confused with 120 minutes, confused with 1 hour 20 minutes, and they have accelerated the exam, because of which they developed some tension. Please do remember the timer will be in terms of minutes. Do remember 180 means 180 minutes, 150 stands for 2 hours 30 minutes, 120 means 2 hours. Please mind that. Got my point, dear students? Clear? Very, very important instruction. If you write the exam with a cool mind, definitely the success is yours. And dear students, out of in your shift around 1,30,000 students will be writing. With serious players will be around 10,000 to 15,000 only. Compete with them, bhaiya. You write the exam well, you will get the best percentile. Please do remember, friends. Okay, coming to this particular question in relations, A is set 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. And a relation is defined by 2x is, I can say, yeah, 2x is less than or equal to 3y. So this particular relation you have to take, the number of elements in R is given as m, and the number of elements to be added to it to make it symmetric is n. He is asking us m plus n. So fine friends, First, A is this. You just try to list out which satisfy 2x less than or equal to 3y. Suppose x is 2. So 3, since it is 4, you can put 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 9. No issue here. Fine. The next, take with 3. 3 2s are 6, but still you can start with 2. 3, 2. So obviously 3, 3, you no need to think here. 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 9. Then again start with 4. 4 2s are 8. Here 2 will not work out. So 4 3 will be 4 3, 4 4, 4 5, 4 9. The next, take it as 5. 5 2s are 10. So you can start with, you cannot take 2, you cannot take 3. So 4, 5, 9. The next 9 if you take, 9 2s are 18. Why you have to take above 6? So 9 comma 9. You just see guys, 5, 10, 14, 17, 1, 18. So M value is 18. This relation contains 18 elements. Right? Now how many are to be added to this to make it symmetric? You just see 2, 2 is already there, no need to add. 2, 3, 3, 2 are already there. 2, 4, 4, 2 is not there. So 4, 2 is to be added. So next 2, 5, 5, 2 is not there. So 5, 2 is to be added. 2, 9, 9, 2 is not there. So 9, 2 is to be added. So you can take out this. The next 3, 3 is already there. 3, 4, 4, 3 already there. 3, 5, 5, 3. So 5, 3 you have to add. So 3, 5 you take out. 3, 9, 9, 3 is to be added. 9, 3 you write here. So then again 4, 4 is okay. 4, 5, 5, 4, no need to add. 4, 9, 9, 4, 9, 4 you have to add. So this you take out. 5, 5 is okay. 5, 9, 9, 5 should also be added here. So 9, 9 is okay here, right? So 4 plus 3, 7 more entries you have to add. So n value is going to be 7. So 18 plus 7, 25 is the answer. Okay, so m plus n value is 25. It's a very simple question. So it seems to be time taking. If you really write in a proper order, the question on relations is definitely easy, dear students. So once again I tell you, mathematics part undoubtedly it is easy in the sense like standard earlier papers. What you need to have is cool mind and present mind. Okay, right? So now I welcome our Sarfraz sir for continue the discussion of chemistry part. Right, dear students? Again I tell you the exam paper pattern, yes, please do remember, don't forget to carry Aadhaar card, the relevant identification thing. Okay, right. Yes sir. So please.
Thank you, Bharat sir.
Yes sir.
Thank you very much. All of you are welcome back to chemistry.
Fine sir.
And after chemistry, we are going to check the analysis and then we'll end the session.
Yes sir.
Thank you, Bharat
Fine,
sir.
sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
So
sir.
all of you all, let's continue the
Yes, sir.
further class. Okay. Right. So next question. Okay, I think this we have already done. Okay, right. So this is very easy and very simple question based upon Nernst equation. Okay. So based upon Nernst equation, E is equal to E naught minus 0.0591 upon n log base 10 KSP. Now dear students, in this particular question, everybody can see he is asking to use the value as 0.059. So hence I will erase this one. Now everybody better know that the electrons involved is here is what, tell me? 1. So in this particular question, E value, calculate the value is asking, so it's very simple. So here you have to take the value is given 0.79 and this is 1, right, and KSP value is given as 10 to the power of minus 10. Easily you can find the corresponding values. Okay, dear students. Now, what will be the ratio of wavelength of third line of Paschen? So, lambda, oh 1 minute please, I will use white color pen. So, lambda of Paschen upon lambda of what is saying Balmer is how much? So, everybody I would like to tell in rough paper that in easy terms in Armstrongs it is 912 upon z square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now here z is equal to 1, yes or no? So hence if z is equal to 1, then we can write here for past chain we can write, and 912 will get cancelled. Hence I will write here 1 upon, okay, for past chain, third line, for past chain n1 is equal to Lyman-Balmer past chain, n1 is 3, third line means n2 will be 6, 3 to 4, 3 to 5, 3 to 6. Then Balmer, n1 will be 2 and second line means n2 will be 4, correct? So 1 upon, for past chain, 1 by n1 square, that is 9, minus 1 by n2 square, that is 36, divided by Balmer, 1 upon n1 square. So 1 by n1 square is how much, tell me? 4 minus 1 by 16. Okay, dear students, got it? So very easily you can get the answer. Here, or you can write full answer, 912, 912, right? Okay. Next, osmotic pressure, very local question. Osmotic pressure of a solution. Let us say osmotic pressure means pi A will be equal to pi B. When two solutions have same osmotic pressure, we call they are isotonic. So he is saying, let us say pi A is 12 atm. Okay, let us say this is 12 atm. And pi B is how much he is saying? It is sodium chloride solution which is isotonic to the given solution. So he can write here CrTi, yes. Then 12 atm is equal to, he is asking what, tell me what is the concentration. So C we have to find. R I can take roughly 1 by 12. Everybody know 0.0821 can be also written as 1 by 12 into temperature is how much? 300 and I is how much? 2. On solving this you will get the answer approximately, I think you will get the answer, you can check it once, 0.24 you are going to get. Very easy. Next, another question, which of the following are correct regarding Mn2O7? It is an ionic oxide. First of all, this is very wrong, because already I said you that oxidation state is directly proportional to covalent character, which is directly proportional to acidity, right? In 2-3 before sessions I have already said you. Hence it is ionic is totally wrong. If A is wrong, then I can see here A is there, here A is there, here A is there. Easily you can get the answer. It has highest oxidation state in Mn, obviously Mn is +7. Next, oxygen stabilizes by forming multiple bonds, yeah. And it has one bridged oxygen, yes, correct, it is having one bridged oxygen. That is the reason why, right, correct. Very easy and very simple question. Actually the question looks a bit complicated, but it is not much complicated. Now this question, exactly this question came or not, it is a bit ambiguity, but it came in polar protic solvent, aprotic solvent, the other factors also decides. But broadly if you discuss, then everybody know that if you make a positive charge here, then it will become very unstable, yes or no? Hence in SN2 if you see, then A will be going the highest because of the unstable carbocation, then B will be the second highest. So obviously first one and fourth one will not be the answer. Here if you see nitrogen is good, it is good donor than oxygen, yes or no? But we need unstable carbocation, hence D will be again greater than option C. Okay, so this will be the order for SN2 reaction. If any condition is not given here, if any condition is given, problem, right. Next, amylose is long branched polymer. Here only it is wrong, it is not branched. Amylose is having serial series of linkages like this, where carbon number, this is carbon number 1 and this is carbon number, it is connected to carbon number 4. During denaturation destroyed, but primary structure is not destroyed, because Suppose it is having the sequence of alanine, glycine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, etc. Primary structure is not disturbed, it is correct. Secondary and tertiary quaternary structures are destroyed because on heating, hydrogen bonds, dipole interactions, all this will get damaged and destroyed. Next, globular protein structure results when the chains of polypeptides are coiled due to hydrogen bonding. Yes, correct. Carbohydrate which reduce Fehling and Tollens reagent are called reducing sugars. We know that monosaccharides and disaccharides are reducing sugar except sucrose, we know about it. Okay, so hence proceeding further. So dear students, the paper is not at all hard, but it is not at all easy also, right? Right, next. Now moving ahead, carbon hydrogen, if you see, carbon oxygen. So everybody can see here carbon hydrogen bond is approximately 109 picometer and carbon oxygen is approximately 143 picometer it is. You can please check it, right? Now in carbon monoxide, okay, in carbon monoxide and cyanide ion. In carbon monoxide and cyanide ion, if you see, it is 112 picometer and 115 approximate picometer, plus or minus 1 picometer. Because I am saying plus or minus 1 picometer because in CRT and books to books slightly it will vary. Got it? Next, I think the question is it the question visible on top side? I think the question is getting cut. Okay, then no problem. Next, I think more questions should come. Some questions are missing, 1 minute. One second, dear students. Some more questions should come. So I request my friend, my brother Bhaskar, okay, to add the questions of chemistry. Some more chemistry questions should be added here, which are not been added. So dear Bhaskar, my dear brother, please pose the questions, balance questions of chemistry. Okay. Bhaskar, my brother, one of my colleague, he will be in tension. So maybe in the tension he has forgot to add the questions. So I request and recommend him with requesting and pleasing attitude that, sir, kindly please add the questions immediately so that our students are waiting. Questions. So don't take tension, dear students, please just wait for a minute. Okay, our friend Bhaskar will be a very busy candidate, right? Right. Okay, so no problem, dear students. So I think we have to end this session here according to the instructions received. Okay, so thank you all of you all. So have a nice day everyone, and in coming up days we are going to discuss more questions. Okay, more and more questions we are going to discuss. All the shifts questions we are going to discuss in our coming up classes. Till then, all of you all have a nice day. Take care. Bye. This is Dr. Sheikh Sarfraz from Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. All the very best. Tomorrow morning and evening session, please join with us to have the memory based paper discussion solutions, and soon PDF also will reach to you along with the key and solutions. Till then, take care. Bye bye.